Yeah.
One.
301.
Sir, calling pending for a 13-year-old outside of East Team that's afraid to go home.
Affirmative.
Got me. He's waiting outside.
Copy 211.
190.
Go ahead.
Data regions at the LAC.
Copy 2112.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. It's 9/11 and Pat and I are on patrol. Glad you could join us. Just in front of the state capitol, just listening to a few calls. There was some excitement earlier today. Well, I hate to call it excitement, but there was some serious calls earlier today. But right now it's relatively
167.
Relatively quiet.
I wrote under the PCN of this call, so we can clear this. Advise 10-8.
So, for starters tonight, we're gonna do a little special birthday drive-by.
2113. Copy 2113.
All right, here we go. Thanks for joining us again. Pat, my co-pilot is Pat. Got tons of experience in law enforcement as well.
I'll try and be a little more talkative this time around, boss.
Yeah. He was a rookie last Friday. They say that the Facebook Live is perfect for us because we both have faces for radio. I actually like that part, is we don't have to have the camera on us.
You gotta love that.
So we are going to stop by a little birthday gathering up in the Como area real quick. Wish a young man happy birthday. It's hard nowadays. Kids can't have parties with friends over. And so sometimes firefighters, law enforcement just like to drive by and give them a little bit of recognition.
There's always been a connection between cops and kids.
Absolutely.
They were my heroes when I was a kid.
Chandler Road. 66-year-old male, not conscious, not breathing.
You know, actually, when we were working out at the West Sector, we had an officer friendly that would go to all the schools. Fred Slemons. I don't know if you were there when Fred was there, but
Oh yeah.
Freddie Slemons, if you're listening, I'm not sure he's still with us, but he did an unbelievable job as officer friendly. Hopefully we'll get to this birthday party before the calls start ringing out.
Higgins, come to the back door.
We had a couple protests today. They both went down without any problems. How's it going?
365.
So
365.
yesterday morning we had a little chase incident. Some younger juveniles.
701 Hazel, first entry in the back.
Younger juveniles that had robbed some people in a white Porsche. And so they fled from St. Paul officers and our county officers engaged them up at Rice and 35E. They went west on 35E. We had the west on 694. We had the state troopers up there, and then
639, what do they got out there?
eventually we were able to do a partial pit maneuver
We have 4 Century in the back door.
at Long Lake, but he continued on to Silver Lake and eventually left the roadway, and we only apprehended one of the suspects.
It was an amazing job by all the agencies involved.
Unbelievable cooperation there. We had Fridley and Oka County, Coon Rapids volunteered to come down.
2050.
Of course, Columbia Heights and New Brighton. New Brighton kind of took the lead. We were searching door to door for the suspects. But
GOA with 27.
it was a white Porsche that had been involved in several robberies for the last 3 weeks. And every time someone would get behind it, every time someone would get behind it, it would end up fleeing, and no one was able to catch it. So having the helicopter up was a huge advantage. So we're going west up Como. I hope the video is good. Let us know. And by the way, you can text us if you have any questions. 651-448-3810. 651-448-3810. We're not actually good enough to be able to read the comments as they're posted. Have fun with the comments. It's always great to have fun, but be respectful. And actually, that car that we were watching yesterday was the St. Paul gang unit had been following and trying to stop them for several days. I mentioned what a crack unit that is, and then when they got up into our jurisdiction, I just got to say our Sergeant Troy Patterson did an awesome job. The gang unit wants him to know how much they appreciate him. And then Sergeant Rick Redine, did a great job as well. So a lot of good work. We're going to stop right here in this gas station here for a minute. We're going to plan our birthday party out. I got to make sure I got the right address. It's just down the street. So hang in there with us for just a couple minutes.
9171 status check.
We'll be out of the car just for 1 minute.
421 ED.
Right there, that's Kendall's Ace Hardware and Speedy Food right across the street.
We're 5184, we're close first. Object is wanted for felony vehicle violation. Name is Sean Douglas Johnson. White male, date of birth 05/08/1989. 5'11", 150 pounds, brown eyes, brown hair. Possibly driving a 2004 black Chrysler SUV. Model acronym. Plate is 240 Mike Hotel Papa. Information at 2190. Woman for felony vehicle violation. Caution Bay site. Looking for Sean Douglas Johnson, 5'8" white male, 5'11", 158, drives Minnesota plate 240. Mike Hotel Papa, 2004 black Chrysler Sebring. Information at 220.
All right, we're back.
Tango, be advised, we're getting into the welfare check.
We are back.
Looks like it's going to be lower level near Coles, possibly from Osaka for a female yelling
right.
Philippines, unknown identification.
Here goes the birthday brigade. We got another squad with us. Behind us,
4431 copy.
a fully marked car.
920 copy.
2120. 70 copy.
What's that? Hang on one second.
54 right.
2121.
Bob,
Yeah,
716,
13.
713.
451.
Well, we just gave it away now. Got your flashlight there? Remember, Dale
Yes,
is
sir.
720. So as we move west, 60 extra would be 780. That'd be a long block, and this is at an angle, so it's gonna be a little different.
2440 copy. Clear quarter up squad.
671. We just passed.
Highlights. No, it's 713.
Yeah.
So we're going loud. Yeah, so that's 689. Oh, here they are! Here we are! Here we are! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ryan! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ryan! Hi!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! How are you guys?
Good. What do you want?
Huh?
What do you
Oh, you got some
Oh,
Mountain
my
Dew?
goodness.
Oh, and some other treats. Thank you so much. My favorite.
I don't remember which
Thank you.
officer asked about it too.
How was your Ryan? How was your party?
It was good.
I heard you had a party. Your little
We
party.
have the East Side.
Thank you so much.
That East Side community comes out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, when we turn around, we're gonna come back and get another shot at you here. We're gonna get.
Stand here and wait for
Yeah,
you.
well, you'll be on Facebook Live when we come back. So
All right.
make sure. Ryan,
All
what,
right.
happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks, Pat.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Copy that with Malta Turkey 2123.
There we go. Let me know if the video's okay out there. You know how the image looks. We're gonna try to get them on our post here. If we can get a little bit of an angle here, we'll kind of block the street for them. There's Ryan. Hey.
287.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Ryan. Great to meet you. See you later. Thanks.
Boy,
Well, it was kind of these citizens to pull over for a few minutes. So that was a birthday. For those of you that just joined us, we get a request for birthday parties because of COVID. A lot of kids can't get out, and we want to make sure we can bring a smile to their face. Pretty depressing for some kids, just to be stuck in the house or not have contact with their friends. So now we're southbound on Dale Street. We do got the air conditioner on tonight. I'm telling you, it's pretty humid out there, Pat.
it is thick.
Yeah, it's very, very thick. Turn that police radio up. Remember, for those of you that are new joining us, there's six frequencies in Ramsey County that are the primary dispatch frequencies. Channels 1, 2, and 3, or channel 1 is the west sector of St. Paul, and the headquarters there is located at Hamlin and 94, just north of 94. And channel 2 is the Central District, which is located
454.
It's a two-person car there. They're okay. Located downtown at the headquarters. And then channel 3 is the Eastern District over on Payne and Minnehaha. Now, when Pat and I started we had 6 teams. Did you start when there were 6 still, or?
Yeah, I got in for the last year or two of the 6 team.
Oh, that was fireworks. We'll probably get calls there.
Yeah, it was definitely
44-31.
I saw the flash.
4431.
You can do the welfare check. The
So-
female is probably the one calling for help.
I mentioned before, we had a small precinct office at 919 LaFond, and that's where I started. Pat started over in Central, right? Were you at Spanky's Junkyard Dogs?
I sure was. I was in A2.
A2, 8 Spanky's Junkyard Dogs. I mentioned that was off of Jackson one other night. That was quite the crew. You want to talk about your crew back then?
Oh, my goodness.
Old timers. Jerry Steffen was there too.
Jerry Steffen was my first partner after I got out of training.
Yeah.
And Jerry was he was a larger than life character. May he rest in peace.
Yep.
He was a Vietnam veteran, rather highly decorated Vietnam veteran. He's in the St. Thomas, I believe it's St. Thomas Hall of Fame for their football team.
Yeah.
And just an incredible, gentle giant of a man. Keith Mortensen, speaking of gentle giants.
There's another one.
John O'Brien, who was tragically killed in a car crash.
I drove by Geranium and Forest where the accident occurred on one of these other previous nights.
Oh, sure. Dick Eckwall was our commander.
Yep.
We had Andy Goal.
And Dick Eckwall, God bless him, I worked for. He later came to the West Sector, but his nickname was Spanky because he had a little similarity to the cartoon, to the movie Spanky and his game.
Hey, he did just a bit.
So good times.
Yeah, that was a great crew to get mentored under.
Yeah, Jerry Steffen, you know, his kids were great hockey players, and his grandkids now, Luke and I forget the other one. Someone can remind me. Are unbelievable hockey players, and I got to tell you that he left a great legacy. Scotty Steffen is a great coach and coaches kids. That's his son, and I see him and his family once in a while out at White Bear Lake, but I also see him on the rink, and his 2 kids, you know, are just fantastic hockey players. They'll probably end up being both of them will be in the top 5 for Mr. Hockey in a few years. Landon, yeah, Luke and Landon, I think it is. That's right, Luke and Landon Steffen. So yeah, Pat started over there in Central. I started at A2. I was in A1, and then at one point we merged, right, to like the West Sector. Is that
Yeah,
when you came over?
they went to the West Sector and East Sector, and Spanky drafted me to go there from A2 because he took command of the West Sector, and that was in Highland Park, where the office was first located.
Oh, they had one at Edgewood School,
Edgecombe School.
Edgecombe School. Yep. Yeah, we were there for a little bit, but mostly we were up here at the Dale and Uni. We had an office in the Cub for a while. Then we moved down to Syndicate in Uni. I don't know if you were ever there. And then we were at the Belmont for a while.
Yes, we were.
The Belmont nightclub turned into a police precinct.
And it still had the little lazy Susan.
Yeah. So we're at westbound at University at Lexington. I hope that video is good. It looks good from what I can see over here.
660 just wants you to know that there's going to be a race detail at 2230.
A race detail? Well, it sounds like the racers are coming back to Energy Park. We'll have to stop over there again. Maybe this time we'll sit a little undercover until St. Paul's detail gets there.
182, I'll take that report.
There are a couple other icons of our time, you know. One of the last guys to retire was Don Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in my class. And I had to have him retire so I could retire with most seniority before when I left St. Paul.
He was the Grand Avenue beat officer for many, many years.
Just a wonderful, kind person. I mean, that's the thing. Just a nice. Here's a guy that had a base personality of being ultra nice, but wasn't afraid to make an arrest and put an end to the problem when it had to.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a little like you. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing I loved about Donnie. He could just a wonderful guy, but could handle himself. Weightlifter. Is Lou like his nephew, Lou Ferrigno?
I know they're related. I'm not sure.
Years ago, we used to go to the Police Olympics. We would drive or get there one would fly to the Police Olympics, play softball, weightlifting. Some guys participated in track. It was kind of fun to have competition between police departments.
I got tired just watching them
You
compete.
can bear myself in 2162 report and 2362 on transport.
We'll try to let you listen to the radio too, because if we hear something, of course we'll notify you what it is. But we're westbound on University Avenue. Again, there was a couple protests. The Oromo community was protesting against some of the Ethiopian government. You see that Opticom light is flashing up above there. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but that means there's
Yep, you can see it.
someone's coming the other way or from an angle.
And it looks like a rescue squad.
So those three precincts, number one, the west, central, and the east. And then in the county, again, for those of you that are new, there are three precincts up there, east, central, and west. And starting in the west services New Brighton, Roseville, Mounds View,
Squad 174.
and parts of St. Anthony, but really New Brighton, Roseville, Mounds View. The central services, all those core cities in the middle, which are the sheriff's office. And then east is Maplewood, North St. Paul, and White Bear. Oftentimes you'll hear on the radio that the channels are tied.
Aerial fireworks, Pierce Butler and Chats 2153.
Pierce Butler and Chats. If they say the channels are tied, that means one dispatcher is taking a break and the other dispatcher is dispatching for both channels. Not unusual during slower times for channels to be tied on a regular basis. Yeah, the old Montgomery Ward store used to be back just by Hamlin there in the 90s, and
Oh yeah.
long gone now.
This looks like a completely different avenue than when I came on.
Yeah. We just because it's early in the night, I want to run down to Highland Park for a minute. And the reason I do is we had two serious incidences there in the last week. This morning, a man delivering papers got beat up and assaulted on the 2100 block of Pinehurst. So, and he was seriously, so he got robbed as well, beat up, assaulted, and robbed.
And then last week it was a pizza man who was carjacked.
Correct, yeah. And that one was in the evening. And, you know, later in the evening, and the thing is, the pizza guy stole his car, stole his wallet, assaulted him. You know, his mom, I don't know if she's listening, but she posted on Facebook how traumatized the poor kid is from it. And so we also had some thefts in that area. I'm going to talk about that when we get down there. But, you know, if you get two serious crimes like that, that means the suspects are coming back and they have an MO, a modus operandi, or method of operation. And when it comes to criminals, if they have success, this is across the board. They're going to come back in 5 to 10 days to that area and commit another crime, because for a few days they run and hide and they say, oh, it's hot there, we don't want to do anything. but because they had success, they will come back, especially with burglaries. A burglar will come back to the same area, but it's true about people that are robbing people too. So anyhow, they're both in the 2100 block of Pinehurst. And then we'd have some thefts at the Lifetime, which is on Ford Parkway. And if you have friends in Highland Park or in that area, Cleveland and Ford Parkway, they may not even know about this. The newspaper hasn't covered it yet. Actually, I talked to a newspaper reporter tonight, hoping that they were going to pick up and alert people to these. I mean, these are, serious assaults. This gentleman this morning was knocked really unconscious. Didn't remember everything even.
It's really important for neighbors to be aware of what's going on in their neighborhoods. That is one way in which social media has really been beneficial, because the word is getting out and people are becoming aware of what to watch for, what to be aware of, and some precautions they can take. And when the mainstream media gets involved in it too, it spreads the awareness anymore. It's all about being aware, all about taking care of your neighborhood and your neighbors.
Yeah, and these new apps like Nextdoor, Ring doorbell apps. I mean, there are a variety of ways people can keep up to speed and share. So many of the crimes we solve now are solved because of video that people have captured.
Oh, it's unreal. All of those apps are a huge aid to solving crimes the last few years.
Well, we miss O'Gara's. There, we just drove by. Oh my goodness, Danny O'Gara, his father Tim was such a wonderful guy. I just tell you, the O'Gara's there on that corner for all those years. What a great place to stop. And his dad became a friend of mine back in the 80s, and then the son actually continued the tradition. Just a great place for cops to stop too.
I had a rather memorable retirement party at O'Gara's in May of 2010, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
it was a great turnout, a great time. The O'Gara's are just the most gracious and wonderful hosts, and we really missed that spot.
Yeah, just.
Are you going to hang it with one?
I miss the onion rings. I probably shouldn't always be talking about food, but onion rings. The burgers were phenomenal as well. But
oh, everything in there.
Yeah, they had a couple good deep fryers going all the time. So we're southbound on Snelling at Grand. This is McAllister College. Of course, I mentioned I went to Hamlin, so we always had a little competition between Hamlin and McAllister and the MIAC Sports.
Just went by Coastal Seafoods there just the other day. I picked up 6 dozen oysters for an oyster feast with some friends and I. And great place to get seafood, Coastal Seafoods.
My wife would love that. Or just a walleye guy, Cajun catfish. It's my personal favorite. So we're down here at St. Clair. Now it's the pizzeria now, but in the old days it was the St. Clair Broiler. Great place to stop.
454, all is 277.
Yeah, I haven't been here, but I sure did love the St. Clair Broiler. Really, this whole corner, if you just drive by, it's just so beautiful down here, the way they've taken Snelling and St. Clair and turned it into a kind of a Grand Avenue, feel to it. Which being on a main street isn't that easy to do. Same way with Selby and Snelling. Just some, a lot of great shops, both intersections. So if you this water tower in Highland Park. I think it's only open 2 days a year, maybe even one up here.
I'll do assist on a boat back out at 142 Roby, apartment number 1. States that the ex showed up.
142 Roby, that's on the west side. That's a bloop, is violation of an order for protection. But what I was going to say is this water tower up ahead here in Highland Park, it's a great tour, unbelievable view from the top. I try to get there once a year just to enjoy the view over Highland Park. I don't remember how many steps it is, but even a guy like me can make that. So.
Oh, that gives me hope.
Yeah, it's quite a historical building. People know more about it. Feel free to throw it on the comments for the other viewers. We're going to go down on Pinehurst here in a minute. We're going to figure out what the MO of this group is.
The city has so much history, so many beautiful landmarks.
And by the way, we did get one kind person offer to buy pizza for the young lads that we might run into. So that was when we started earlier. I'm not sure how many pizza places are actually open, but stand by, because if we do get a chance to buy pizza for some kids to build some relationships, we're going to do that. And I got your number in the text. Well, and if anybody else wants to volunteer, we just got to make sure we only have one person. There's the water tower right there at the top, and we're going to go down Ford Parkway. This is going to be terrible. I wish my mother was actually listening, because one of these two apartment buildings right here was where I was first raised, my first year. I think it's 1600. I think it's the first one. It could be this one. 1610. This is where I got the address in my history book. 1620. These are the apartments that I was raised in when I was little, before my parents moved out into Maplewood, right here in Highland Park.
No kidding.
Yeah. My dad was going to school to be I think I might have told the story how he came back from the Korean War, and when he got off the boat, he said, "Dee Dee, we're getting married." He used the GI Bill to go to school at the university.
Break for a DOC 1271 Sylvan. Originally came in as a 25 to 30-year-old female that was screaming outside. Additional caller now sees a car ramming an SUV and is unable to provide a description. Sees a male pounding on the window.
That's up at Sylvan in Maryland. We're pretty far away from there. But he used the GI Bill in order to go get his engineering degree.
2165
And then while he was finishing up school, my mom and him got married, and then they had me, and that's where we lived.
I'll take that
right
medical
there.
envelope, or you can cancel 6.
First year before he moved to Maplewood.
I've known you 40 years, and I'm finding out more about you on these live feeds than I ever knew.
Yeah. People say I never knew you were born. You were born in Highland Park. Because most of my life is on the east side in Maplewood. I was transplanted Highland Park. But this Ford Parkway is a beautiful street. This whole neighborhood, and of course with the new development, I'm sure it's going to be even better as they develop that Ford site there.
Oh yeah,
162190.
that has great potential to bring a lot to this
You're
neighborhood.
welcome, 2145.
I don't know, did we go by Tiffany's yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Tiffany's is coming up. What a
Yeah.
great neighborhood spot.
I think what Blake Montpettit, does he still own that?
I'm not sure.
Female screaming. Careful there at the time.
It is a great spot.
So here we
it's a
are
landmark.
in the village, Highland Village. So
There's
there's
Tiffany's.
Tiff's. Let's take a little tour over there, see how everybody's doing. Seems like they're having a good time.
Try to. We will be.
So we are going to go up to, well, I'm actually going to drive down here a little further first, but we're going to check out Pinehurst after we get to Lifetime.
I can't remember it, but just ahead here on the right, just past Cleveland on Ford Parkway, there was a disco when I first came to town.
There was, you're right. After it was modeled after the one downtown, then came out here. Studio 94 was downtown.
Was it? Wasn't Pudge's, was it?
Well, Pudge's was a bar. Yeah, I don't know if it was a disco. But
28728.
so we're in the Western District, which means all of our calls are right there for us are on the
9858.
on the channel 1. You'll hear the 100 calls. These are all 100 calls. So here's a Lifetime Fitness. And see, there's the dead end of Finn. So we're going to try to figure out the MO. My theory is they park in that ramp because Lifetime is open till 10 o'clock at night. I'm going to turn around. And it opens at 5 o'clock in the morning. So when suspects are looking for a way to have some cover as to why they are where they are.
Squad to assist on a medical at 6 and Cedar for a slumber, southbound 6 and a white SUV.
So they could park in this Lifetime ramp.
I'm gonna break and go to that AMA.
Anytime Lifetime is open, they would be allowed to get free parking for a while here. And then you could walk into the neighborhood right here on these two paths. Actually,
I'm going to recover the car.
I'm going to drive down these alleys because these alleys give access to where the two crimes were. What's the number here we got here, Pat?
2130.
21. Well, there you have it. 2134. And this is where the guy was right here. 2136 that got robbed when he was delivering papers. All right. So it's secluded back here, not a lot of cameras. If I was a criminal, I'd say this is as good of an opportunity to victimize a person as anywhere. So if you got friends in Highland Park, let them know this alley here, just north of Lifetime Fitness.
Copy.
I'm going to turn around, check the other way.
Stand by, we'll check.
We can route shortly on a bicycle.
Remember, long blocks are 60 numbers.
Checking for a county squad with an IBIS. Checking this is Maplewood at the Maplewood Mall.
IBIS is a fingerprint machine that allows you to, got my flashlight there, Pat?
Yeah. 4164.
Allows you to identify somebody remotely.
Copy, thank you. I'll send you the call.
So 2136, here's where this gentleman was robbed delivering papers. At the 2110 address, where the
4492 Tango, squad 2164 from county is en route to assist with an IBIS.
So 2136 is one way in the alley. And this is a little walkway out to the front we just passed. And then the other victim here, right here, was 2110. Now these guys walked to the side of the house when they robbed them. We'll go back out the front. So they could have easily walked to the front of the house from that little opening.
Hey, is there a DRE that's come to my location?
And then when they leave, they have a
Checking for an available DRE to 6 and Cedar.
they have a multitude of directions to flee when they take off out of here.
Yeah.
They're a minute from Minneapolis.
510, checking your set.
DRE available to help on Central.
Well, obviously we're gonna have some conversations
No one
with
came out yet.
the police department
Are there
about
any DREs on the air?
how we can help stop these. But in the meantime, if you know people that live on Pinehurst,
2150.
some of them might have video cameras. We're gonna check the cameras from the Lifetime at some point here soon. Assuming my theory is right, which who knows.
Yep.
So
Copy 1-2.
Yes,
again, this is a little beautiful walkway to get to Highland Village.
there's a man down in front of the church. 288,
But unfortunately,
2 minutes. I'm wrapping up here. You have that way.
sometimes these access points are used for nefarious purposes. So, yeah, please let your friends in Highland Village know. And we have, in that parking ramp, we have had thefts as well. So that's the thing. These suspects aren't afraid just to break into cars.
5184.
And drive, we're going to take a look at that ramp real quick just to see if we got any cameras in there, Pat.
Oh, good idea.
Subject is named Stephen Delisle. He also made a false report at Speedway. He's just
It
looking
seems
for a
more
ride.
and more the young criminals are willing to do just about anything opportunistically. Whatever comes up in the way of something to steal or something to do, they'll do it. Whereas when we came on,
2152.
Yeah.
if you were a burglar, you were a burglar. If you were a robber, you were a robber.
Yeah.
If you're an auto thief, you're an auto thief.
That's a good point. Well, and the other thing about this age is, and Melvin Carter Jr., the mayor's dad, always made this point when I was working with him and crime prevention programs, SOS, that these kids don't think about the consequences.
No.
And that's,
989 LaFon for large aerial fireworks.
well, let's see if we see any cameras in here. And I don't know that we're going to even get in, but let's just see what happens. Well, my guess is if you're a Lifetime member, you scan there and you'll get in. See what happens if we push the button.
Service reserve badge.
Yeah, Lifetime
930,
members.
And I'll be the North Markville.
Lifetime members. Scan here for access to the parking garage. It's,
288, I'm going to 5.
and they're, like I said, they close at 10 and they open at 5. Old card here. Let's see what happens if I push this button.
Additional caller, 14 to 16 shots.
All right, we're gonna go in, just take a look and see if we find any cameras in here. It's hard to believe places don't have cameras, but it's surprising how many actually don't. That goes to the Fairview Clinic. No luck yet?
Not seeing any yet.
2154.
I'd like to think there were cameras.
This is what investigators have to do. Both Pat and I have worked as investigators. You see a crime, you re-interview the victim, you know, look for any evidence that you can, try to theorize how the crime occurred. You know, you develop 3 or 4 different options. It's not like you stick on one little option, but you know, we do try to outthink the suspects. And then you go see what you can find, any cameras or any video anywhere, and all right, we are up on top, but we have not seen a camera, right?
No, we have not.
So at 5 o'clock, I assume the crowd starts coming in to go to Lifetime. And the suspects could park and then just walk into the neighborhood.
Squad 525.
or park here late
525.
in the evening.
Talking with the possible caller, he's saying that the people got up and left.
Must
so,
have closed at 9 tonight. I don't know. It closes at 9 some nights and 10
also.
other nights. Well, there are
37, I'll show you, sir.
still a couple cars here, though. They might still be open.
They were a 24-hour operation the last time I belonged to
Yeah.
Lifetime.
Yeah, they were a 24-hour operation the last time I was there, too, but they were never open when I wanted to go.
That's the excuse I'm going to use, too.
Hey, is the club still open?
For 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Closes in 5 minutes.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
We're just making a swing through. I gotta make sure I got a credit card. I think I gave my credit card to my son today. I might have another one. I got it.
You got it?
Hopefully they won't charge us much for the short time we're in here.
5181.
All right, put that in there.
5185, single.
1755 County Road C, Charlie, for a 911 hang up.
There we go.
There we go. We got all three.
Static in the background. 5181, copy, all bud.
There is a camera right there at the exit. That's the only one I've seen.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
Bingo.
we'll
Get, maybe
spot their car coming out.
yeah, and maybe catch them walking out, in the neighborhood too.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's good. Well, that's the only camera we saw, but it's right there at the exit, the entrance. So we will pull that video. Make sure St. Paul does. See what we got for those 2 times.
Traffic.
All right, and we'll head back into the
Media, haha, good coven. 229.
areas with more
November,
calls.
Kilo Victor. Yeah, I'm McCoven, 229, November, Kilo Victor.
Your phone plugged in, or can I borrow that white one?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
4489 Tango, copy with the squad to assist at CBS at 2196 Whitebear Avenue North, covering entry and exit motion.
2196 Viper Avenue, CVS. I think it's S. I don't know.
70 copy, thank you.
My wife always says I say CVX. Is it CVS? Alarm there.
Engineer, copy.
But they're just closing up, so it's probably just a
Copy.
misset alarm.
One 64 arriving. 2158.
Beautiful night. The humidity's starting to go down a little bit now.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. When it first started, it was pretty humid. So back east on Ford Parkway.
Is Dairy Queen still in here?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Here a little further. Oh, yeah.
There it is, right
Yeah.
there.
2159.
It used to be my grandson's hangout spot.
Really?
Yes.
Copy at
Now,
2159.
your son worked in the comm center for a number of years, right? How many
Yes,
years?
he did.
How many years?
Oh, he must have been there in the vicinity of 10, 12 years.
10, 12, yeah.
And he's,
Bravo, 333.
now he's a light rail transit supervisor.
That's forward.
Yeah, that's a tough job. I was talking to the supervisor of the comm center today, or one of them. And
Bravo, 333. Do you want to call pending for
Yeah, just saying this.
outside Easton?
these times are just stressful with the COVID.
Affirmative.
You know,
How long has it been pending?
get by.
Been pending about 2 hours.
Alright, he's still here waiting. Is there a squad available if I can break it?
Here's available squad.
And my oldest daughter's a patient advocate for
Medium build by the name of
Cancer
Jonathan
patients.
Davis. He lives over at 1234
So,
Rice Street.
she
And
used to do
the
it
other
for
suspect will be a
strictly
mixed
juvenile
Yeah.
unknown
patients,
other
but that was just
description.
too heartbreaking for her.
Terrible. That would be a job I could never do.
Copy, suspect is going to be a white male wearing white overalls.
My youngest daughter went into police work herself last year.
That's right, up in White Bear.
She's a White Bear officer.
That is so cool.
Female, both parties wanted for second-degree assault.
Very proud of my children.
Well, I guess I'm glad that people still pursue this career. I think it's a noble career, and I loved every minute of it. But the times have certainly made it harder in terms of just feeling appreciated. You know?
These are challenging times.
Yeah.
It's I think
all the more reason to have good people.
Absolutely.
You want to pull up that CAD there?
Sure.
Got a little assault going on that I think it should be logged in already. So we're gonna head back. Probably scroll up a little bit with that up arrow because I guess it's the old stuff there. All right, what do we got? What's that there?
Oh, there we go.
Flame burger.
The flame burger.
Scroll down on that or tabber.
And then I hit enter.
271.
Go ahead and read the narrative there for us. The flame burger up on Rice Street just had an assault.
Copy,
Get to
2202.
it here. This is a rather newfangled computer for me, so forgive me here for my slowness. The caller is slurring, says he got jumped.
921, checking your status.
He made a similar report at the Speedway earlier and was looking for a ride home. Two suspects.
Well, we'll monitor that, see how it goes. Not sure what it means when he says he made a similar complaint. The Speedway is on the Roseville side and the Flame Burger is on the county side, so maybe he wasn't satisfied with the Roseville response.
Excuse me. Sounds like there may be some alcohol involved.
What we got here? Let me just hit this.
Name is Marquis Bynum, black male.
Got a proactive police visit there on Randolph. There are a lot of calls stacked up. I mean, the thing is, a lot of these calls are just reports where people need to make a report or report something that occurred in the past. Or we got a lot of fireworks calls going tonight. So we'll take Grand Avenue, slide down Grand. I think we got some off-duty deputies working at Billy's again on Grand. Couple good shops right here. Oh, car without its lights. We better just let that guy know that he needs to turn his lights on because we almost hit him. We're going to assume good intent here and just do a nice little. Okay, a flashlight there, buddy.
Yep. Hi.
How you doing?
Your lights aren't on.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
You got them?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. Having a good night?
Yeah, we just got off of work at Grand Cage.
Oh, okay. I've been wanting to get up there.
Dude, most definitely. When I tell you the best seafood ever, like it is fantastic. And it's really quick too. So it's not like you're waiting like 30 minutes for some really good food. Like, definitely come in.
Grand
What do you
Catch.
guys do there?
I'm a busser.
Yes, sir.
I'm a server and a bartender.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're for sure.
My name is Olivia. If you guys ever come in, you definitely request me.
Copy 11.
All right.
We will. We leave big tips.
We like that.
Hey, here's my question, Olivia.
Yeah.
Do you share with the bussers?
Oh, of course.
That was a hesitation.
Right?
I was like, wait.
I'm a busser. I'm
Yeah,
a busser.
I know.
I'm like, you don't share with me? You keep all your tips to yourself?
She gave Olivia, you gave the right answer. Hey, did you know Derek up there?
Yes.
That's my stepson.
What?
Way.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Mixing our face.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
All right, you guys.
We'll see you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank
You'll
you.
be seeing us up there.
Thank you.
Yeah, the world is pretty small when you really tie all the dots together. You're just surprised. The guy driving down Grand Avenue without his lights on, I almost pulled out in front of him, got hit. We pull over just to give him a little advice to turn him on, and boom. He's working with Pat's did you say your stepson?
Stepson, yep. She
Stepson.
works with him.
Trish's kid, or who's?
Leslie.
Leslie. Oh, Leslie's, yes. Oh, what a small world. What a small world.
Well, like they say, St. Paul is the biggest small town in the world. Or the smallest big city in the world, however you want to look at it.
Two callers. One caller says a male party was pepper sprayed by another male. Suspect is left towards Highland in an unknown vehicle with fused medics. Another caller says a male standing at a vehicle, combat altercation with motorcyclist. Motorcyclist left. The male got into his vehicle, possibly a small pickup eastbound in Eleanor. I'm checking to see if there's anyone in the area anymore. So
The Sheffer and Davern?
Yep, that's probably it, huh?
Oh, shit. Sorry for the language.
6 hour copy.
Hit the enter button. There you go. Yep. Then it moves around on you.
That's one of those units I'll be in route.
I promise, folks, I'm going to figure this computer out.
Coverage on that car.
177, you
There
can
you
begin.
go. Oh, you gotta go down there. Your blue box is right there. There you go. Now hit the enter.
It's ready?
Thank you.
165, you clear.
No, one more down.
165,
Just use those arrows.
There we go.
All right. We just left there. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah. Sheffer and Davern.
177, 162, you're clear. Victim and suspect left.
The victim and the suspect both left. Yeah.
177,
That settles that.
Nobody wants to make a report after all.
163,
So we're eastbound on Grand at Hamlin. The Green Mill. Another great restaurant right here. Green Mill.
Bap and Chicken, a new spot for Korean fried chicken.
Here, squad, false alarm billable.
You know,
Heavy 2209.
these restaurants are really suffering, obviously.
Yeah, they
Because of
are.
everything. It's a very sad time, but honestly, there hasn't been a lot of transmission in restaurants. In bars, yes, where people are sitting at the bar, partying, parties, etc. But it is relatively safe to eat at a restaurant as long as your tables are socially distanced and you wear a mask in. And most of these restaurants are doing a really good job of sanitizing everything before you go in there. So I don't really mind going out to a restaurant, even if it's indoor. I'd rather eat outdoor, of course, but I do eat indoor, and I worry about some of these awesome places struggling financially to the point they can't handle it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a huge foodie. I love restaurant dining, and the shut-in times during COVID were very hard on me to
There's the Lexington restaurant there.
institution here in St. Paul. Glad to see when they reopened, they kept it pretty true to the
85
original.
Tango Squadron in the area.
2210.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, if the viewers, I don't know how many nights that we can do this. We're going to do it every Friday at 9/11 for sure. Just, every Friday 9/11 till 1 o'clock, 4 hours at a minimum. If it's really busy, we'll do a couple more hours maybe on Friday nights. But during the week, I'm not sure how much we're doing. But what I am going to do, if something of high public interest occurs,
5182.
and I happen to be on the street or somewhere, we are going to go live for shorter periods of time.
How about to speak to an officer about a breach of trust?
Just in case, if there's a high-speed chase or some type of serious crime or shooting incident. There might even be cases where, we're trying to ask the public's help to solve the crime. So expect once in a while you might see a notification of going live, and it won't be in the evening. It might be, something short. Let's just pull in here and say hi to the officers that are working at Billy's tonight. Oh, you guys are live there. Under Sheriff Mike Martin and
Are we live?
Ace Deputy Jeremy Bolin, who's also always on a water patrol. Great to see you guys.
How are you guys?
It's good to be seen. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
How's things going?
Good. Kind of slow here tonight so far, huh?
It is, yeah. It's going really well.
They don't really show up till, some of the trouble doesn't show up till later, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Supposedly, what's the other bar up?
Willard's?
Willard's.
Yeah, this is his buddy owns it. Pat,
Oh, okay.
You said
Supposedly
that
they're going to be open a little later now, starting tonight.
we're going to stop up and talk to her because
Okay.
Pat's really good friends
Because
with her.
they've gotten a little of the displacement too, we heard from the people here.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
but they've been closing earlier, but now I guess tonight they're going to try staying open a little later.
So
yeah.
Jeremy, give me a summary. Have you ever had a busier summer for water-related accidents? Or, I know maybe there has been, but you have been really busy this year, huh?
We've had 15 body recoveries this summer.
Oh my goodness.
Our record was in 2017, we had 16, and that was the year the bridge collapsed.
Oh, and we're already up to 15.
Yeah.
And you had a boat accident the other day
I've had two.
where a Sea Ray hit a whaler.
Sea Ray coming from Mattavidi Beach over to Ramsey Beach went over Boston Whaler Sport that was in the process of teaching a sailing class at the White Bear Yacht Club.
Oh my! How does that happen? How do you not see?
Neither one of them saw each other.
But the one teaching the sailing class couldn't have been going very fast, right?
No, she was putzing.
Well, you think the Sea Ray was at an angle?
Yes, yeah, that it was.
Sometimes if you don't plane off properly. Huh?
No life jackets.
On or
None in the whaler.
None in the whaler?
Nope.
Oh my God, I was lucky. And the woman that got injured, was she in the whaler or
In
on
the whaler.
Oh my goodness! And they struggle to get her to shore. I don't know how did they get her to shore?
She called her boss
Yeah.
from the yacht club, the sailing club,
Yep.
and they came out with a Zodiac and then towed that boat back to Manitou.
And it's called to assist 1040
And,
and 99
they
Sherburne Avenue.
Hang on a second.
911 investigate people screaming in the background at the top of lungs. Sounds like a possible foreign language or just noises. Possibly two female voices. No one replied to TC. 25 meters from that location.
We'll come back to check on you guys. We're gonna run up to
See you in a bit.
10:49.
And you go on 22
All right,
or
thanks.
2214.
Thanks.
See ya. What was the numbers on that?
10:49 and a half, I think. Sherburne. Well, I don't know if it was Sherburne or if it was McConnell.
129 cleared on the cat with 185.
All right. We'll get an update on our water patrol activities. These guys are working off duty right now, but Jeremy normally works water patrol on all the lakes. And as I mentioned, for those of you that were wondering about the difference in police and sheriff, we patrol all the water as well. So just think about it: jail, courts, water, patrol in areas that don't want their own police department, and then county-wide initiatives like narcotics, gangs, stuff like that.
This says 1048.
Sherburne?
Yes. People screaming in background at top of their lungs. Sounds like a foreign language or just noises. Possibly two female voices.
Well, just because they're screaming at the top of their lungs and it's a foreign language, nobody knows for sure what's going on. It can't hurt to get there a little quicker than average. So remember, Lexington on the east-west is...
Squads for 1048 Sherburne, 17782 and 63. That's now good address 1048 Sherburne. Female said her daughter was vomiting and wasn't sure what to do. Asked if medical attention was needed, and female stopped answering. Phone disconnected, trying back.
All right, so it might only be a medical as opposed to something else.
177 copy.
But I always like to go to these medicals in case they pass out, because there's so much use of opiates right now, and fentanyl, etc. We have Narcan here. I actually have administered Narcan to a person that was completely not breathing, and 15 seconds later he was alive again. It's a pretty amazing thing. So it's an amazing drug, and it's one of the reasons the actual deaths in the country took a dip for a while, is because Narcan was getting distributed. Unfortunately, now the country's seeing an increase in overdose deaths again.
Now, I haven't had the Narcan training.
The beauty of it is you don't need any. You squirt it in their nose,
182 out.
and 3 minutes later you can give them a second dose.
I'm in the area of Allen, I believe that's where they're coming from.
And
It's good to the right if you
I
ease
don't
it
got
out.
a train, do I?
No.
22
That's all I
22 and squad for Sherburne. 3-year-old daughter was choking on something, but is no longer choking. Doing okay. TC is still requesting a welfare check.
So we got the update. 3-year-old
was
daughter
the
was
background.
choking, and no longer choking is okay. Everybody's had
42,
that
I
fear.
copy, and I'm out.
One of my sons choked on a marble once.
2217.
That was a scary moment. Well, it was a scary 2 or 3 minutes. But called the fire department, of course, just before they get there, able to get the marble out.
Oxford's 1040, so it ought to be probably 2 doors past Oxford.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe I'll just let you run in quick, Pat, and just make sure there's the same pole squad he got here first. That's good. He's figuring out right now which way to go. He's looking at his CAD because he doesn't know the street numbers like you and I do. He's trying to figure out, okay, am I going left or am I going right? It's a new generation. Oh, he got out of the car. He parked in the corner. He's walking. Oh, there's another car here too. All good. Three cars, that's good. Awesome response time. 3 St. Paul cars beat us there.
375.
That's a good sign.
375.
That's a very good sign.
Be advised, that team right in on PCN.
When there's a kid at risk, everybody wants to get there.
Oh, that was great.
Squad 525.
525.
The reporting party left, so as of right now, it'll be advised.
North
Showing
on
back
Lexington
around
from
to
Sherburne.
Harrisburg, PV.
Receive 2219.
Hey, Joe Miller, one of our analysts. Remember Joe that rode with us? Joe, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Remember that shooting over there at Kent and Central? Might have been, where there was an accident involved and then there was a shooting afterward. If you can refresh yourself on the sequence of those events. I can't remember if someone ended up dying. I think they did. But one of the neighbors there called and wanted to know what happened and if anybody got arrested for that. Remember, it's a shooting that started with the car accident about 2 months ago.
180.
And I think a female ran into somebody with the car.
Yeah, a female was driving and ran into somebody. And then the argument precipitated.
1306 Alton.
But Joe...
Open line 911. Woman was asking for help. Put phone down.
Alton. It's just amazing. That's down in that southern area too.
2220. No answer. Call back.
Just stop by Willard's a little bit. Pat knows the owner there so well, and we'll see. Like Mike Martin was saying. Actually, I got another assistant. Kyle, if you're monitoring, can you just look up that incident too? I think it was reported in newspapers. St. Paul shooting
537, you show us on a call.
over on Central.
Squad of Western Stem Patrol, temporarily patched on console 1527. I show you how to fireworks at 10th and Sibley. Copy LV, GOA. Show us out the office, please.
We are on Edmond right now.
532.
532.
Report to me.
2222.
That's a ways away. That one?
That's a long ways away. And it's at a memory care center.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And
it's a 911 call.
it's a 911 call, yeah.
What's your friend's name, the owner here now?
Arlene Favors.
Arlene Favors.
She and her husband, Kurt, are long time, since birth, residents of the neighborhood here. And their dream was to open a bar.
261.
To be bar owners here in the neighborhood, to provide a neighborhood spot.
Who was the husband and wife? Tom and what was his name?
Tom Schweitz.
His wife was.
Or, I'm sorry, Frank Schweitz.
But
Franco.
Yeah, but this. There's another guy too, though.
Terry England.
Yeah, Terry England.
Owned it before.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Franco.
Call back. 177.
We'll see if she's here. Sure. Hi, how's everybody?
Daughter was okay.
How you doing?
182 and 163.
Yeah, we just put them on this car. How do they look?
23.
Christmas? We don't got a green one yet. We're going to get some green lights. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got to celebrate Labor Day first.
2223.
Yeah, we don't like that.
How you doing? Hey, is Arlene working in tonight?
What?
How about Kurt? Oh, man.
What's the squad do?
Hey, we got a question for you.
177.
No, the security guy.
382. 1261 Selby Avenue for a fight.
Hey.
People physically fighting and yelling in the back.
Oh, we got to go over there, 1261 Selby. But we heard there some of the troublemakers down at the tavern or down at Billy's.
Okay.
We're coming up here.
Yeah. Over here, turn the lights off.
Okay, sorry. But anyhow, have you seen a change in some of the people that are showing up now that they kind of chased them out of Billy's, or are you still good?
No. I mean, it's always been funny over here just because motherfuckers come from the Johnny Babies and shit like that, but Billy's is a mess down there, man.
Yeah, but we got off duty working down there, so they haven't been coming there.
It's been staying quiet, so we're thinking they might come up here.
They might come up this way, but it's really pretty much the regular people in here, and we call them strays. We kick them out.
So well, they had a big fight down there. You know that Cody Pollard murder in Minneapolis and Eastley and those guys, Randall.
Yeah.
There's a little conflict going on still.
Yeah.
So we just don't want to make sure they don't ruin Arlene's place, you know?
Yeah, we trying to keep it cool as best as we can, man. This is all we got. So, I mean, we just try to scan our IDs and all that type of shit, and then when we see something get off, we got to get them out of here. That's all we've been doing.
Now, I heard this is your first night. You're staying open till 2 again tonight?
No, we don't do 2 o'clock, buddy.
Oh, you're not?
No, we do 1 o'clock. That's it.
Oh, 1 o'clock. Okay. You were closing at 11 for a while, weren't you?
No, it was always 1. We never closed early. We always
where else is there for people to go if they're not going to Billy's?
They go either here, they go to Halftime Rec, they slide down to, what's that shit, Bournes or whatever.
Bournes?
East side.
They are going to Bournes, huh?
People go to Bournes and shit.
There ain't a lot of room in there. I don't know.
welcome back too, Fletch.
Thanks a
You
lot.
stepped away a little bit, came back, man. Good to
Yeah,
have you back, man.
thank you very much.
All right,
Very,
man, take care, man.
very kind of you.
Hey,
Thanks a lot.
Tell Kurt and Arlene Pat Scott said hey.
Thanks.
Can you change our route to
Have a good one.
Conway?
That's nice to get a welcome back.
Yeah.
Bruce in Conway's happy.
Hello.
So we're eastbound on Thomas. We should go check that fight out on Selby.
Can you actually
I just think
change our
it's.
call to a domestic?
I want to double check that address.
Yeah.
I can do that too. 26.
I thought you said 1200 Selby, but could be anywhere.
$12.61
Yeah.
fight.
So, you know, Lexington is 1100, and so we go west, we go to Selby, we go west from there. First block will be 1160, second block 1220. I don't know, that's kind of right by Dunning, huh?
Let's see. Yeah, that'd be pretty close.
Dunning Field, maybe.
It's well, that's up on Marshall. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, there is a little restaurant there. Is there a Luce? Pizza Luce there? Or some restaurant on Selby.
Yeah, there is a Luce there. I always forget about
They
that.
usually would put that in the comments.
It says yelling is in the backyard of the address.
Oh, it's a house.
Yep.
Got the 820.
So we're westbound on Uni at Victoria, going over to 1261 Selby on a fight call. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Get a smaller version of that, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Working on that. Looks like the St. Paul car is behind us. Either getting ready to stop us or getting ready to go to the St. Paul. Scare these guys.
271.
Could be a transit cop though.
Today at least with an adult female serving mile 0. 2228.
Go ahead, buddy. Let's go.
3 days in traffic.
2228. Is there any squads on this street racer detail on this kennel? 111 over out to it.
Again, this is the toughest thing is navigating with red lights through 3 lanes. Quite often I just don't use the lights because then you know what they're going to do. My old friend Debbie Montgomery, God bless her. Debbie, if you're listening, remember when you were going up Rice Street and
632 Victor Robert
left turner smashed right into you instead of going. Hey, you might have been working that when she got rammed. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, she had her red lights on, and I you just can't predict. So we're on Selby, we're going westbound.
1160 at Dunlap. 1220 is the
820 there.
There's Pizza Luce.
There's Luce there, so it's further than that.
Should be the first or second from the corner.
I think it's that squad down there or not?
That's too
Should be,
far,
right?
I think.
I don't know.
It said 1226. And
I
that's
think
right
it's
here.
1261.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's 1261. cars out here. We'll listen to see what's going on here. What's going on, young man? Everything good? Was there? Did you guys call? You want to step over here just for a minute and give us an update?
182. 182.
They said they were looking for somebody who...
Did you get anything further? We're not finding anybody here.
Okay. Oh, nobody here that you thought was fighting?
No, absolutely not.
Talking to the St. Paul's.
We just got one suspect with mail. And
All good?
10 callers saying
Is it all good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
That's all we got.
That was ever happening or not. But,
Well, they got a few cars here. That's good.
Yeah, it's nice when they're not so busy that they can have some backup ready.
Yeah, at 11:45, the big chunk of them will go home. That's a bright light.
2492 Tango.
2492 Tango.
I'll be transporting one adult female to the LEC. Starting my way to 746.
All right, well, I'm going to stop up here. Just read some of our texts. Remember, if you forgot the number, 651-448-3810. 448-3810. Looks like there's a baseball game here at Dunning tonight.
Sure does.
Great to see baseball going again.
177.
Oh yeah. Big gathering.
Private 308 with black.
Big gathering.
22.
They're still playing. 10:33 at night, and they're out there still playing. And then we got a party on the...
Copy 2233.
What the heck's going on out here? We got a party on the tennis courts.
2600 right.
Is there a party on the tennis courts tonight? Birthday party or what?
2233.
Oh, I know. We're just wondering what's going on. We're just curious.
8192.
Oh, it was for BJ or who? I apologize. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. I mean, we don't know. We're just driving around. See the lights on over here, and we're very sad.
Post 22406.
We don't know what that is.
That's baseball.
We're being quiet.
Oh yeah, I'm not bothering you.
He's not bothering.
No. Who are you honoring? If you don't mind me asking, is it,
Our friend Raekwon.
what happened? Well, where was it recent or?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, it was.
Raekwon?
Raekwon.
And where was it at that he passed?
At his house, I believe.
Oh.
They haven't put it.
You know, I had a son that passed away from an overdose.
820.
So, I mean, if he's at his home, I don't know if there was any. But it was, that's why we always carry this Narcan with us now in case anybody overdoses, because
I was worried about that in college. Trying to keep me, so I keep one in my car now.
good for you, because there's a lot of people. I mean, we're talking more people die from heroin overdoses now than die from car accidents. It's just... How old was he?
21.
21? Sorry. Yeah, was anybody with him at the time, or?
No, he's by himself. His best friend.
Copy 2235.
See, that's the thing, you know.
110.
Sometimes people just, when something happens like that, their friends panic and they run, you know, but you're saying he was alone. So this is his gathering right here, all you guys? Well, it's great that you honor him like that, isn't
Copy
it?
144 Larpenteur.
Really cool. Or does he have brothers and sisters, or?
Yeah, I think they live in
All right. Well, very sorry. Very kind of you to take a few minutes to visit with us. God bless. God bless, huh?
You passed Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
My dad, Curtis.
Oh,
Go over to the other side and talk to him. I'm going to get out of your way first. Let me just pull up here.
Let's get out of the. We're going to get out of the way a little bit here. As in Curtis Favors?
Yeah.
I was just texting him.
I'm on the phone with him right now.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
I can start to do shots.
All right, hey, my name's Pat. What's your name?
It's Curtis.
Oh, you're Curtis too. Okay. I think I saw you when you were just a little guy. Hey, how are you, Kurt?
20.
Small world.
Nothing.
180.
Yes, we are. What?
2236.
What's his last name? No. Okay.
Tell him his son seems like a really nice kid. Hey, how old are you, son?
I'm 16.
Oh, you are?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gee, you look 20. Oh my goodness. You go to school here still, or?
No, I go to Tartan now.
Oh, you do?
Oh, that's
You
crazy.
play football? Or?
Hey, well,
You do? Good for you. Who's the football coach now?
Matt Dedeker.
I will.
Yeah.
I went to North Central.
Hey, you got
And Tartan,
unreal. He has grown.
They built Tartan while I was at North
And
Central.
he's one handsome young man. He's got mom and dad in him.
73 is the first year. It wasn't ready in time. So we had to go to school from...
That's funny. We were just talking
7 to
about
12.
you and Arlene, and now we run into your son.
Tartan people went from 12 to 5 in our same building for the first half of the year. You ask people around, anybody been around there? So.
I think I heard of
All right.
Rory, do you know who Rory is? He used to coach football.
All right, Kurt.
He's not there anymore. He was a Tartan football coach.
Bye.
He might be. I don't really know the coaches like that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not
16
sure if he's
years
still
old.
on or not.
Hey, so you're going to have to play spring football. That'll give you a little more chance to get a little. What position do you play?
I'm wide receiver.
You are. You're tall too, aren't you? That's good. Well, we're going to come and watch you. Pat's going to get a hold of your dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Except when you play the Polars.
Yeah. Hello?
That's funny.
Yeah, small world.
He must have been watching you over there.
Yeah. Hey, likewise.
Curtis,
Take
nice
care.
to meet you. God bless. Sorry about the loss of your friend.
Very sorry.
The truth, this course was this 281 5th Street East. Caller advising that a male party pulled a knife on our caller.
So we were just talking about Kurt and Arlene Favors, who own Willer's Bar, and we drove by Dunning Field and came across a memorial to a young man who passed of unknown causes, and Kurt Favors' son was there, and his dad had been watching us on live and called his son right away and had him hand me the phone. This is a small world and a great town and filled with great people.
Great kid too.
Just
tell he had an
instantly impressive. I haven't seen him since
a sparkle in his eye.
He was very little.
Nice personality.
Back on scene, hit her
Tartan, wide receiver going to Tartan, 16 years old. Didn't really been there, probably only be a sophomore, but you can tell that kid's going to be a player. Going to be a player. Now we're east on Marshall, just past Central High School. We still got to stop and take a look at all our messages. 651 448 3810. Just to be honest with you, when we do stop, we kind of like to stop without telling people where we're at. The other night you saw when I was stopped a little long at the Mounds Park sports bar over there. After a while I got a couple carloads of unfriendly people swinging by there. My partner Joe Miller, who had left me to go to sleep.
I promise I'll hang with you all night. Well, to be honest though, he has spent the whole day at work before.
Oh, I'm just giving a little great kid. One of the smartest people, we got those analysts, and we have several of them, are some of the smartest brains that we have.
Joe's knowledge base is incredible.
I'm surprised they're still playing baseball at 10:30.
Yeah, I didn't even realize how late it was. That is very late to be playing baseball.
I mean, I think they'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
3 different events. It looked like there was another team in the parking lot. I don't know if they were waiting to play. Some kind of tournament. Oh, the old days. We used to have 4 beat officers here, friends of ours that used to, Mike Carter, Husbeck, Bergeron,
Kid Hoskin.
Hoskin and Bergeron used to work the beat down here.
Yep, sure did.
Trying to do jump outs to catch people selling drugs. Moderate success. Well, we gotta say hi to these guys. Looks like they're staying open late tonight. Hey guys!
Hey gents, how are you?
Staying open late tonight, or what? How late you open? To 11? Just the weekends? How's it going? Good, thank you. No, we're good. Somebody already gave us some Mountain Dew. We're good. We're good.
I need the caffeine.
We're good. Thank you, though. No, thank you for offering.
Thank you, though. Very much.
Hey, do you know those guys over on Maryland and White Bear? They got the shop over there at all? Maryland White Bear? They stay open all night.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah? I don't know.
It'd be a little too much for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's quiet now. It was humid earlier, huh? Humid? Yeah. Warm.
Oh, it was horrible. This is nice.
All right. We'll see you guys later. God bless.
Hey,
See
take
ya.
care, guys.
Thank you.
The Tabasi stop.
Yeah. Arrested David Hobbs, the infamous night burglar, for the 5th time earlier this year, right in this building.
No kidding.
Right, yeah. How are you? What's happening? You all good? Yeah. We're keeping you safe.
Hey, Miss Yarborough, you better not walk right by.
Hi, guys.
Pat Scott. Remember
Are you guys
Pat?
live?
Yeah, we're live. How'd you know?
I got you on the computer in the house.
Hi,
No, go
Monica.
stand in front of the camera so they can see you.
Oh, my God.
There it is, right up there.
Hi,
Go a little further, a little further.
Little
over there.
more.
There you go. Come over and say hi to Pat.
Monica, it's Pat Scott.
Hi, Pat.
How are you, Facebook friend?
I'm doing good. Dang, I got you guys on the computer in the house.
Do you?
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, right on.
I haven't seen you in ages except on Facebook.
I know.
Anything you want us to, any place you want us to go special?
Let's see, you guys went to Willard's. That's the last time I checked.
Yeah.
No, go down there by Ferns.
Ferns?
About sushi.
That's right. I heard they were a sushi spot now. I haven't been in
Oh,
there.
you better get over. You only got 15 minutes before they close. Thank you.
Take care, Monica.
Well, she's watching on her computer at home. And you know her.
Yes, I do.
She walks out here. Come on.
Known her for 30 years.
Better. I didn't know better. I think somebody set that up. Walker West. It's a great music institution here on Selby.
5188 copy.
Just for years. Actually, there was a story in a local paper here recently.
2245.
They've been there a long time. One of my sons did take lessons there when he was very young. The thing about life nowadays, you can't do it all. It's just kids want to try to
Scooters.
do everything. Go ahead there.
198. I'll clear this one. I'll let you know.
Copy 1045.
How's it going?
177, copy your note to Dayton and Cleveland. Caller advising on the southeast corner, a group of 30 parties gathering outside being loud.
Dayton and Cleveland. Well, normally that would be St. Thomas College students, but I don't know. Did they have school? Are they having school at St. Thomas this year?
I am not sure.
Copy 2246. Okay, 58, go ahead.
Westbound 694, over Wiper Ave. Iowa plate, George X-ray Charlie, 922, black Toyota.
Copy westbound
Cathedral
694
Hill
over White
neighborhood,
Bear,
one of my
Iowa plate
favorites.
vehicle at 2246.
You know, I saw that young man in a wheelchair, and I was thinking back to our days, of course, when the Curry brother got shot, ended up being in a wheelchair.
266, copy, I'm going to be taking the area of 102 to
Yep.
124 west of the
years,
street for 901 hands.
That's how it's bad. I mean, the death rates of the shootings are terrible, but when a person's paralyzed, that's you live with that for
655,
years and years and years.
Not your slumber.
Copy, thank you. 2247.
But I've come across a lot of people in 40 years that have been paralyzed by a bullet.
29 back 190.
Yep.
Lee Powell, my friend Lee Powell, it's just his brother was paralyzed. Michi's brother. Just,
Freddie Arnett.
366 Center.
Freddie Arnett.
I'm close for it now.
Fast
Someone
Freddie.
come and they can clear that party left. 310 clear.
Copy.
So we're down at Western and Selby. Grabbed by the Red Cow, which very busy. Nina's, of course, is closed. The Handsome Hog.
660.
W.A. Frost is closed.
You can clear that Harriet Island call. GOA with 111-379 or 10-8.
Well, we really haven't made it out of the west sector tonight so far. That was our
Copy, 2248.
We better get over to the central sector for a while, do you think, Pat?
Absolutely.
Two and four. Take the area 1494 Dale Street, anonymous caller advising of two vehicles in the rear of the address for the past 15 minutes. Not what they're doing, business is currently closed.
Copy.
2248.
$320, I'm having computer issues, but I can go. Can you 10-9 the address?
1610 Westminster. Thank you. 2449.
X61.
261.
Can you show us out at 1234 right in relation?
Had a great meeting up here at Mount Olivet Church.
190-1020.
Copy. 1234 right at 2249.
Organized by Tyrone Terrell. We had leaders from
Copy at 2249.
both sides of the river here to talk about the violence in the community, how to stop it. Just want to say that really appreciate all those leaders. Spike Moss came here. Assistant Chief Art Knight was here from the Minneapolis Police Department.
Jessica Rogers. 6 female, 32, Eversville, blue overalls, no longer has a knife, currently in front of the address.
Sheriff Hutchinson was here. Sheriff Axtell.
316 copy.
And about 15 community leaders talking about their goal or their desire. Lisa Clemens, goal or desire to curb gun violence between these youth, where both cities are at homicide rates, record homicide rates. And
Lisa Clemens is a powerful voice in the community.
Yeah.
Very well respected.
Yeah,
all of those.
Mother's Love is her group, and
If you GOA, you can send me your hit.
Lisa used to work for the Minneapolis Police Department, and her brother Al Flowers was there too. Al Flowers was there. But,
Minneapolis is Smith.
Chief Bill Finney was there. Now Under Sheriff Bill Finney.
Stumbled upon that APD at Arcade Magnolia.
Reverend Spence was there. A couple of the leaders from Minneapolis that I don't know their names. Dora Jones was there from Guns Down, mentoring young adults. Everybody agreed that I will say universally at that meeting.
Did you want a copy? You're going to be out for the CDP 10:30.
Top priority ought to be figuring out how to stop these kids from shooting at each other. Everybody agreed that there's more prevention programs, some intervention programs, and arrest programs. It's okay to arrest the most serious violent offenders, and Sheriff Hutchinson's been doing some of that up there in Brooklyn Center, I think, Brooklyn Park, 63rd and Zane. Oh, we got somebody wants to come by us. Hopefully they're not following us, but you just never know nowadays.
113 copy interrupt to 266 Summit Avenue. Caller advising the singer someone attempted to open the door of the address, does not see anybody through the door, and does not see anybody around.
Well, for two reasons, we're going to turn around and go to 266 Summit. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
But I tell you what, there was an hour and a half meeting discussing, and everyone there was in agreement that the top priority.
Area check around 1978 Ripley Avenue East.
Top priority is to stop young kids from shooting at each other.
Sleeping
And
in the vehicle for the past 3 nights. And 4478.
While I was there, there's always a couple takeaways, but one of the stories Spike Moss told, and Spike, if you're listening, I don't know if I'll do it justice, but that
4469, you can cancel.
he's been working on reducing gangs for 40 years. He and I probably both been involved the same length of time, but said he went to, in Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, he went to a meeting of young kids, tried to ask them, if you could do anything you want, what would you want to do? What would your dream be? Play on a baseball team.
To my location for a 58-year-old.
Go to Disney World or whatever. And these were young teenagers, 10 through 13 or 14, and he said one of the kids, a younger one, like 10, 11, was staring out the window the whole time he was talking. And when he was done, he said, "Son, you didn't say anything." And he said, "Well, Mr. Moss, all I really want is, you see that," he points out the window, he says, "You see that swing out there? In the playground, I just want to be able to go out to that swing and play on that swing in that playground without worrying about some of these other guys kicking me off or causing problems. I just want to use the playground." And there are a lot of kids in that situation, and we ought to be able to provide a level of safety and structure so that young kids can grow in a positive way.
That's heartbreaking to hear.
That was every once in a while you get a story like that. So where are we going? 262 Summit, is it?
262, I believe, yeah. Woman's house sitting, heard someone trying the door. 266 Summit.
266, and we're at 280. It's going to be on the south side. Remember, all the even numbers are on the south side. Now, because Summit's at an angle, Pat, I might need your flashlight to see what those numbers are. But
yeah. 280.
Okay. It's a big old house. It's got to be it, huh?
I think so.
What's it say?
266.
This looks familiar, this house. Well, let's just stop and check on her. I'll pull by here to make sure we don't get in the way of anybody else. You good? We'll be right back here. We're just on a house check at 266. Make sure she's all right. You go ahead. You can talk to her. I'll let you do the talking. Does he have any cameras at all?
169, I'll be letting the block. 169 in the block. 2257.
No, it's good that you called. How long has it been since? Yeah. We never know for sure how long it took.
It's been 10 minutes since I called, and it was like 1 to 2 minutes before I got there.
We're going to walk around the house and take a look.
Okay, so you can't go all the way around, so
Okay.
you can go around this way, and then you got to go all the way around this
We'll just
way.
go as far as they would go, huh?
Yeah, there's a door over here in the basement, and then there's all kinds of other accesses to the left.
I'll take this direction.
So,
We'll keep locking up till we come back.
all right, thank you.
We're out on 266 Summit. We're just checking around the house. Happy 2400. 2258. One 69, we're close for. Clearance for 800.
177.
177.
Clear advice with 169.
2300.
Nothing, but we're gonna keep looking a little bit. I just want to let you know that we'll be back there. We don't
Copy. You can go to 3.
There's one that's way up underneath the pole, and then there's one in the back of the top.
This to wipe it off. Really good bandit.
121. 121. Investigate. Coven LaFond. 687. Romeo Charlie Echo. What Coven LaFond copy?
Yeah, better than the county. You'll go out there.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, no, there is a stairwell back there. Do you know that?
Yes.
That goes down, and we got a big encampment down here, like not too far away. So it is possible there's some homeless people kind of roaming around.
Okay, and it's kind of a treacherous staircase too.
Okay.
That garage over there used to be the carriage house for this. Those people own it.
Okay.
And so technically that's their property, but you can walk down there and do whatever. Just be careful.
Is this way easier to get there, or should we go?
Well, the staircase is this way.
The staircase is
But then Pat checked that pretty good.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You got a little owie on that garage.
Y'all good?
All good.
All right.
See you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
You bet. You're welcome.
Go to 274 uniform, Victor, please.
You need another one?
No.
You good?
Sorry.
2304.
Close it.
Oh.
Do you need anything? Do you need a bottle of water to wash it off or anything?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got some. You know what? I'm gonna.
Thank you again.
I'm gonna bring an extra one and some antiseptic in the car. If you want it, you can throw some antiseptic on there too.
SWAT 371.
371.
Airport, 9 East,
So we searched around the back. She was pretty confident someone was actually shaking her door, and she said there were reports of some homeless people being in the neighborhood, and there is a big stairwell down to the freeway down there. Well, not the freeway, but 35E. And
Caller saying his girlfriend's out seeing her brother isn't let her into the residence, not the spot this time.
It is possible somebody came up from down below, and not too far away. We do have a growing encampment down here off of Kellogg and 85. And Pat injured himself, so we're putting a little first aid on him there.
Ripped my thumb open jumping over a little retaining wall. I'm clearly not as agile and young as I used to be.
No. But we have first aid kits in all of our squads. My kits, thanks to our emergency management Director Dino Guerin. So, with all the other squads,
301.
everybody's prepared.
01.
Can you get a chance to clear recall Commissar Supervisor, please?
So I'm gonna show you where one of the latest homeless encampments is.
Sherburne answer.
We're just a couple blocks away, and
Sherburne Asbury 2606.
we don't know for a fact that that has anything to do with whoever's rattling our doors. In fairness, very few burglaries are ever
208.
very few burglaries ever attributed to the homeless.
Somebody walking right there.
Yeah. But we'll just make a swing by here. Those sidewalk to our right goes up there.
Yep.
Make sure everybody's okay.
Here's a supplement.
306.
How's it going?
Everybody safe? Somebody's got to, keep an eye on there, Warden. You got to keep doing a good job. Yeah. We're rooting for you.
God bless you.
So, we're down here.
Hello, how you doing?
It's good to make a few trips down here just for safety's sake.
Squad 369.
I don't know if we can get out the other end, but we want to make sure people know that they can sleep without being worried about getting assaulted or robbed, because that is a problem. How's it going? Good. Everybody doing okay?
Yeah. Hello.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Making sure nobody's beating up on anybody else. Stay back a little bit just for COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, so what I want to understand, when is this over?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. Why do you ask?
Because I want to know where we're going to go after this.
I know. Step back 2 feet though. There you go. But it's,
that whole COVID thing. Nothing personal.
Yeah. There's some creeps around here.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're here.
There's real creeps, like sexual predators.
What are they doing?
I don't know, but that's just stuff I hear that.
Robbing you or what? Yeah, I know. That's
touching women,
molesting women. Are you guys a couple or just friends? Just friends?
Damn, why that burn back? Oh, man. No, hey.
102.
But now he keeps calling me a stupid bitch. This.
Oh, wow.
Can you call the ECC shift supervisor, please?
No, look.
Stay back 2 feet.
Stay back a little bit there, partner.
Hey, who was that?
Hey, is that true?
No.
Did you tell
hey,
you were telling you dated her this morning and now you're not dating her?
I love her.
You love her?
You know I love her. Who is this? He's drunk. Hey, he a creep. He told me he want to have sex with my girl.
No,
today.
stop talking and stop lying to the authorities.
What did he?
didn't tell me that you wasn't even here. Hey, bro. See? Who's this?
You've already done too much.
Man, come on, man. You be sitting up here. Listen. Oh, she said.
Say, man, what's your name? You seem like you got your act together. What's your name?
Oh, I do. My name is Teresa.
Teresa?
I'm Pat.
Why are you homeless, Teresa?
Huh?
What happened? What
I'm
happened?
Teresa.
Found it. What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
I stayed in my last apartment for over 4 years.
Yep.
And then I started connecting with God.
Yep.
And then I started being revealed a lot of the truth about like things that have happened in my life. And I basically kind of, you know what I mean, just needed a brand new start.
Yep.
And then like, you know, my housing subsidy, which helps me pay my rent, it prolonged the 2 months that I was supposed to, you know what I'm saying, like find a place within that time.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to, so it's been like 9-10 months now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm working with the outreach program and stuff like that, you know, and they're helping me to be.
Do you know
really
Danielle and
connected
Todd?
to my culture.
You know the two deputies that are down here during the day? Danielle
Yep.
and Todd?
Yeah.
They're helping you?
Not them two exactly, but they're a part of like the team that does come out here and stuff like
Have you run into Amber at all? No.
No.
Because we'd like to help you get back into some stable housing.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't seem like you have a big chemical addiction problem, right? You just need a fresh start.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well, there are.
That was trying to cut everybody off. That would meant me no good, you know. So.
Well, I'm going to make sure that those two deputies get down here next week and see if they can get you hooked up with some housing.
Okay, thank you.
You know.
Do you know, like, because I've been sharing a tent with him, but it's just sometimes it's problems, and I don't want to continue to share a tent with him.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure like how people are receiving tents. They keep saying that people volunteers have been bringing them. So I don't know if you guys have like any information on that for myself, just so he can't take it from me or try to.
Well, if he ever takes your tent, you find a way to get a hold of the police and.
Well, these ones ain't mine. I don't have my own, so that's why I was asking.
You don't have your own?
No, I don't have my own.
Where are you? Which one are you sleeping in?
I'm sleeping in this one, but that's his. And then he came up on this one, I guess, and he said that one's his too.
So you basically need one.
I mean, I could use one while I'm out here.
Is there room there for another one or not?
Huh?
Is there room for another one?
Yeah, of course.
13.
Let's see what we can do.
All right, well, just let me know.
Okay. Nice of you to visit with us.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
My name's Bob. This is Pat.
Bob and Pat.
Yeah, Bob and Pat.
It's a beautiful night too, so definitely enjoy it with your windows down.
Were you homeless during the winter last year or not?
This last year, yeah.
And so where did you stay then?
Oh man, I was kind of everywhere. I mean, I had like you know, a little bit of hotel stay and stuff. Praise God for that. And then, you know, like hallways, apartment hallways, outside train, just walking through the, you know what I'm saying, the street all night, stuff like that. I was able to rent a room for like 2 months as well in Minneapolis from a nice lady and their family. And so, I mean, it was pretty crazy. So, yeah. It was kind of a little bit everywhere.
We will get you a tent tomorrow, okay?
All right, well, I'll be right here.
We'll come down and bring you a tent.
All right.
It's something similar to these. They're not too hard to put up.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Anything helps.
Do you need anything else? Sleeping bag?
Yeah, if there's any like blankets, if you guys are able to help with that and stuff, like pillows and stuff. That way I can actually like.
But just remember, it's short term. We want to get you
for sure
in a regular place.
For sure. I have 3 children too, and they've been, you know what I'm saying?
Where are they?
They've been staying with their dad or whatever here and there or whatever. So.
Where does he stay?
Stays over in St. Paul.
178 Route 168.
And where?
On Farrington.
And he has a house or an apartment or something?
Yeah.
How old are your children?
13, 11, and 6.
113 sticking disturbance.
How often do you get to see them?
Well, I see my kids anytime I want to, but I've had so many problems with their dad in the past, and he didn't come around for like 8-9 years. So like he had just started coming around right before he moved out of our apartment, you know, and he really frustrated me because it was like, okay, I'm really respectful towards you, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want too much from you, the kids don't want too much from you, but you gotta kind of help a little bit paying, you know what I mean? And you gotta respect me more, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have like a set schedule, and it was just like more problems, you know, like just unnecessary stuff, like 2 grown adults like can't speak and figure it out for the sake of their kids, you know what I mean? It's just dumb on his behalf.
You're a smart woman.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're a smart woman. You got a lot of things going for you, so.
Thank you so much. I love my kids. That's what's most important to me.
Where are you from originally?
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yeah, where did you grow up?
A little bit everywhere. St. Paul, and then like Maplewood. I went to high school in Maplewood. I went to Maplewood Middle School too. Maplewood Middle School. And then
you're looking at a John Glenn Junior High School graduate right here.
You look like a John Glenn.
John Glenn, huh?
They're the interesting ones. I feel like the John Glenn kids were like the cooler kids. And then they was like on the low cooler. You know what I mean?
Did you go to North St. Paul High School then or not?
I went to Tartan.
Oh, Tartan. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
North St. Paul.
Did you? Where are you? Are you from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Bloomington, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So where did you live then in Maplewood? Over by
2637 Stillwater Road.
Oh, you did? So
my bitch ass dad died in there too, at 44.
Died where? At that house?
Inside the apartment. I shouldn't call him bitch ass, but
well,
yeah.
Everybody has a struggle, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody has a struggle.
Yeah, Maplewood.
So what year did you graduate from Tartan then? Or
2005 it was supposed to be.
2005, okay. Trying to think back. Yeah, I had a daughter that graduated, but not from Tartan, but...
When were you supposed to, when did you graduate?
Me?
Yeah.
Woo, I'm old, man.
You ain't old. Knock it off.
Yeah, actually, the truth is, well, let me just put it this way. I started on the police department in 1977.
No way.
Yeah.
1970? 1977? So
yeah.
you just decided to be a police officer ever since then?
No, I was actually going to be a doctor for first, and then I was tired of all those kids.
Fuck off, so you're a doctor right now, right?
No, I was going to be.
The security outfit?
No, I wanted to be a doctor, but then I got tired of the chemistry classes.
Yeah, that shit's dead.
Yeah. So then I was going to be a lawyer.
A lawyer? I thought about being a lawyer, and then I wanted to be a judge. I wanted to be the judge.
Judge would be good. You'd be a good judge.
Thank you. I appreciate
You
it.
clearly got a lot of sense.
Yeah. And, yeah.
What time does everybody finally go
I'm
to
a
sleep
little
down here,
firm.
Trace? What time does everybody finally go to sleep?
It's in and out. See, he's claiming he's my boyfriend. He's
There's
like,
a-
he messing
there's a
with
guy
this
in a
girl.
wheelchair.
I don't know what he be on. But,
Well, my name's Fletcher.
yeah, so if I could get a tent tomorrow, if that's
We'll
possible
get you a tent.
somehow, I would really so appreciate it. I will be here tomorrow.
We'll get you a
So,
tent.
Thank you very much.
Teresa,
Everything really
right?
helps, so thank you. Huh?
Teresa?
Teresa.
Okay.
Yeah, Teresa Morrison.
There's a few spots left here, huh? Why do people like to be on the fence side? Is that just more grass as opposed to this side?
Yeah, and I feel like it like kind of brings more of like a privacy situation. You know what I mean? When you
Got
face
it.
like a certain way.
That makes sense.
Got it. Well, here comes somebody else in a wheelchair. How's it going, partner? Good to see you.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes.
Could I get you to kill the lights? I got somebody with epilepsy that wants to walk by.
Headlights?
Yeah.
Headlights? Yeah, no problem.
Hey, come on.
No problem. Sorry about that.
If she's epileptic.
Yeah, the flashing red ones are the worst, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just trying to bring some
Absolutely.
safety to you.
No, I get it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. So
So, what are your plans for tonight? Anything?
we're just
ride
driving around looking for fun people to talk to like you.
Yeah, right. I wish I wish
Oh,
I
no
wish
problem.
I didn't have
Sorry
so much
about
going
that.
on. I'd
Have a
be
good
really
night.
lit. I'm telling you, I'd be fucking hilarious right now.
If what?
I'm telling you, I'd be fucking hilarious if I didn't have so much going on right now, so much stress. Like, man.
You could be a
You'll
comedian.
see. You'll probably see again. You'll see one day. I'm sure. I'm a nut.
I don't have any doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Teresa,
You're
we'll get
gonna
you that
get
tent.
past
We'll
this.
get you that tent. If you
Thank
need
you.
anything, do you have a phone or not?
I do.
Okay, good.
Okay.
911, ask for Fletcher.
Yeah.
What's that stick for there?
You know what?
What's that stick for?
I just picked it up. It was laying here, and I literally was just picking it up or whatever. And I was just playing with it. Like, I was literally just, you know what I'm saying, twisting it in my hands and stuff. And walking back and forth, like, literally probably only, like, for, like, 10 minutes before you guys had just pulled up.
Well, we got to go to a man pulled a gun over at the Minnesota Music Cafe. We got to go to a call.
All right, well, stay
All
safe,
right.
you guys.
All right, see you
Thank
later.
for chopping it up with me. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Take care, Teresa.
Well, that's a sad thing when you get somebody that's pretty sharp like that are still unable to find some housing. You might have run over a few glass bottles, but there's another encampment here on the other side. Over there. I said it before. I know some of you have heard me say this, but our county and city and state's overall strategy regarding the homeless is not adequate, and somehow we need to make some improvements quick. I'll take slide university over there. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Tedesco is blocked, so it might not work.
Can you update the location to Arcade and Jessamine Lane, please?
Captain Traffic 20.
Thinking I might be better off just going down to 7th Street and shoot out there to
323, I'm clear.
anywhere up.
I don't understand the secondary location,
2020.
4th and Marie, or 4th and Mariah.
Either.
Decline the medics.
What happened there exactly? Pulled a gun on. He grabbed the female by the throat. That's what I'm hearing.
A male kept coming to his group, pulled a gun. After being asked multiple times to leave them alone, grabbed the female by the throat. And the group were able to leave unknown if the male is still on scene. They waited 15 minutes to call, apparently.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, a lot of people wait. They're not sure they want to call us right away.
Suspect, black male in his 40s, 5'8", thin build, wearing a black beanie, a black shirt, black pants, black boots, but spoke Spanish.
Interesting. Spoke Spanish. Yeah. I think I'll just run down to 7th Street. Shoot out to Payne, huh?
Yeah.
Can't really get off any other
Maybe
place.
just go right on 94 and off on 7th.
Smart.
Have to get very creative when you don't have a vest or a belt to hang all your gear on.
Well, I got more space now than I used to. Thank you, sir. Well, maybe not. See, this is the problem. People have never known for sure which way to go. Scanner here, just in case something else comes up. My son used to play here at the Minnesota Music Cafe. He's a great guitarist. Actually, Dan Aykroyd came here. I don't know if Belushi was with him when they came.
People on the... Oh, there's the
I
car.
guess we got it.
120. 120.
Did you guys solve it? Nobody's here? Good, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Oh, are you getting off at midnight or not? Gotta buy you lunch sometime. Yeah. If you got mine. Everything.
217.
How's life in general?
217.
I don't know, you tell
Take
me.
for this assistant, and we'll start for the welfare.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a few, but they're mostly just listeners. It's like
217 copy, 3 Parks Channel
can't
Road,
see
cornered
our
by no
squad.
male
They
parties
can't
stumbling
see how
around the
ugly
pool
we
of
are.
the
They can
address.
hear our voices.
Nothing near the entrance. Describes the white male.
That's the beauty of it. You say we got faces for radio. That's right. That's exactly right. Thanks for everything you're doing, you guys. That's it. Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of getting around amongst the troops that.
Food. Boyfriend trying to break window of college vehicle while she's inside.
Where's that?
Cop keeps yelling for boyfriend to stop. No weapons. Line disconnected. 22 copy.
West.
We're gonna stay over on the east side here. We gotta go over to Santa's Market up there. See what's happening.
Eastern North, welfare check until 217 goes before.
Sure.
2325.
366, this is advised, and I'll have that way you can cancel 221. I'm on the website.
Copy that. 2325.
Copy.
Roger. 182 copy. 163 on the block. 163 on the block.
Up here on the right, that's called Hope Academy, correct?
It was. I don't know. Is it still open?
I'm not sure if it still is or not, but that's
It was a charter school.
121 code for 2326.
that's where
Hope Academy.
Brian Wanshur and Dan King were ambushed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I showed him that once, but I'm not sure. It was actually the finest piece of police work I've ever seen. I think I mentioned it, right? Party was walking down that sidewalk with a gun, was walking behind here, and they pulled in here, and he started firing on him. And Wanshura was a passenger. He rolled out of that car door while Dan King got shot in the arm, disabled him. Wanshura rolled out as the car went by. He came up on target, firing on the guy. The camera on the building captured the entire incident.
162-254.
Officer Brian Wanshura, it is the finest piece of tactical police work I've ever seen. He literally rolled out, came up on target.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And Dan, I think, is working in the property room down in Dakota County for Sheriff Leslie now, but yeah, an amazing and lucky incident that both weren't killed on that day.
Absolutely. Dan keeping his wits about him with the driving, and Brian with some extremely heads-up tactical work eliminated the threat.
So we're gonna go up Payne Avenue now. We're at Payne and Phelan. And
532.
maybe we'll drive by Lawson too if you're.
Oh.
Wakuda Park on 2PV.
We'll wait on that a little bit. We'll go over there later.
17723.
17723. 28.
I do want to say that one of the key landmarks on Payne Avenue for years has been Donald's.
Oh yeah.
And Anderson's. But you know, my kids bought uniforms there for years. The owner there, just a wonderful man.
Former city prosecutor Tom Wyatt was just talking about having gone to Donald's and had to order a special pair of shoes, and discovered when he got them and paid for them that they were considerably less expensive there than at anywhere on the internet.
Yep. So here's Anderson's shoes, and then Donald's apparel and uniform. Just been here, I don't know how many years, but I tell you, one of the staples in this community, and just a great community asset.
Copy 20.
I think most of the private schools, that's where you go to get the uniforms.
Yeah. They got other good stuff there. Columbia, I bought a few Columbia jackets there. Really reasonable prices and quite a good selection. So if you're looking for some winter apparel, won't be afraid to stop in there either. I ran into the Hell's Outcasts the other night. I don't know if you knew that. Right here in the parking lot of Porky's. They were on their way to a funeral.
You make me a use my optimal location for a funeral.
Better just go check, just make sure that she's walking fast away from that young man. I'm guessing she's okay, but just go back and check. He's kind of yelling at her. could be. Oh, I know. He could be yelling at Pat.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good,
All right.
very good.
Man, my motherfucker, oh my God, y'all ain't trying to
120. 120. She was caller. Step out.
Not everybody loves us.
Come here.
If she knew us, she'd love us.
That car was a little suspicious pulling out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom over there to Hazelwood, Maryland before they close up.
Forty-four, 31.
4431.
You want to check with 3912, see if they'd like us to swing by that 911.
Good luck figuring that out. You gotta look for the time and.
Copy, squad 3912, just advising North St. Paul is a 911 hang-up is pending, showing within 9 meters of 26 South Avenue East. Nothing heard over the phone, no response to the TC.
3912, copy. I will clear from here, and if 311 can assist, that'd be great.
Copy, 31, I'll put you on the call as well.
Copy, you can send it to me.
Thank you, 2332.
I did get the plate right. Not wanted or anything.
We're not tired of talking, but sometimes you're just driving down these beautiful nights with that 75-degree wind blowing in your face.
4489 Tango.
It's actually pretty pleasant.
Nights don't get much nicer than this.
Affirm, go for it. Thank you, 2333.
Thank you.
Maryland and Duluth, the Arco station.
3912, sir.
Copy.
Yeah, I guess the other landmark over here is where Sergeant Bergeron got shot, just up here on the trail at English and Arlington.
215. You put me on Harry Island in the
2
West
weeks
Block.
before I retired. in
Terrible day.
2000.
Copy, Harry Island, West Florida, 2334.
Searching for some suspects on the trail there, and they were able to shoot him before he was able to, really get a chance. And of course, then we searched for them for hours that next day. Well, continuing into the day. But one of them confronted Officer Longben.
121, advised to west. 23.
Another amazing piece of police work. I don't know if you heard the story from him, but
Oh yeah.
it's, he almost got knocked out by the guy before the guy told him he was going to die. And, I won't go into details, but he's able to fight back.
4552.
Dave Longbend.
441 Kelsey and Denver Street, one
of the finest.
Copy, so forth, one custody.
That was a long, dark day looking for those guys.
365.
365.
369.
Everything's closed up here tonight.
369.
Work clear report with 375. We're right near clearance. We can take that. Those guys can cancel.
Copy, just talk cancel.
We've been closing a little early lately.
Copy.
Yeah, that morning Sergeant Bergeron got killed. It happened right after I had gotten to work and had my uniform shirt on and my blue jeans still on, and I simply threw on a body armor over top of my uniform shirt, put on my gun belt, and it was a citywide, countywide response. We had police officers from all over the metro area here assisting in the search.
Terrible thing. A lovely family, a couple daughters. I'm gonna swing by this house here on Rose. See if anybody's awake. Tree there. What's going on? Everybody having a birthday party, or did somebody get shot?
My cousin died.
This for Casey or for what? No. Cousin died? Back up just a little bit, just because of COVID. I don't want you to catch it if I got it. You know what I mean?
Just because to Rizzo. Rizzo?
Yeah?
He passed away.
What? Was that an overdose or what? Where? How did he die?
A blood clot.
Oh, geez, when was that?
Just yesterday.
Now, is this...
Yesterday.
Is this Raekwon?
No, Teresa.
Okay, we were just at another memorial for...
Yeah, that guy had a little overdose. What's your first name again? I met you... Matavia, that's right, yeah. Yeah, no, that's terrible. Oh, and so he had a blood clot. Did he go to the hospital first or what? In his sleep? Oh, how old was he?
22.
22. Were you guys family or friends? Or? I'm sorry. That's nice what you're doing here. Is that for his memorial?
Yeah.
God bless you. That's awesome. Is Jaden staying out of trouble?
Jaden gone.
Huh?
He gone.
What do you mean gone?
He locked up.
Oh, is he? Usually, Valentino got arrested again. Did you hear that? You see that high-speed chase on TV?
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I want, Matavia, we want to make sure you succeed.
I'm staying in the house.
Yeah, that's good. Is Angela here tonight or not?
Yeah.
Is she sleeping or?
No. You want me to go get her?
Yeah, go get her and tell her Bob's here.
1964 West Union at the Days Inn. DOC, female in lobby threatening staff, refusing to leave. Black female, late 20s to early 30s. 5'6" to 7", thin, good shirt, blue jeans, no evidence seen. 2340. 6913.
365. I can take your AOA on Barclay.
The one we were...
Oh, I didn't wake you up, did I? Just so you know, you're on live Facebook. I don't want to get, I just thought I'd check in and see how things were.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Lost my nephew.
That's what I heard. What was his name?
Torenzo?
Torenzo? What's his last name?
Harper Thomas.
Harper Thomas and that was from a blood clot.
4372. He was in Colorado.
Jeez. Oh, was it?
Elevation. Yeah.
He's what?
The elevation.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you hear about Amy Mexa?
There's a large
No.
She's the one with the
group of
motorcycle.
people were.
They got hit?
No, that died.
That died? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that happened last night. About 10 something last night. Up on Ivy and White Bear.
I read that. It was an accident, yeah.
Yeah.
That was terrible. That was terrible. Now, have you been to see Jaden?
We go see him tomorrow.
Okay.
He's taking a shower. We got proof that he was at home.
Okay.
Because he was.
Okay,
We got videos from him and my nephew that died was doing a TikTok.
Good.
So
it's good.
Yeah. I know.
Well, I'm rooting for all the kids. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And you got a good parents that care.
Yeah.
So God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. I'm not
Yeah,
going to say much more.
I was just watching you.
Oh yeah.
I watched you the other night, and then I was just watching when I was gonna pick up boys and stuff. I was watching. So I had some.
I'm like.
469, just to clarify, we're just walking along. There's no calls, no not.
They were.
Yeah, Alicia's out too.
But you know I'm not going to harass you. So
Alicia's out.
Oh, she is.
She's doing good. She's going to Team Challenge.
Oh, it's good. She is?
Yep.
I'm definitely going to stop and see her. Is she living over there, or is she?
No, she's with.
outpatient?
Oh, she's with his grandma.
Okay.
She's at the hospital. She had a stroke this morning too.
Which grandma? Francine?
No, Josie.
Josie?
Yeah. She had a mild stroke this
Oh,
morning.
Jesus. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot died in the last 2 days for me. So, yeah, my nephew, he's going to be missed soon.
Well, I'm glad everything's safe. Nobody's been giving you any grief?
No. Oh, no. Nope.
All right. Well, thank you. Angela, thanks for coming out and visit. Appreciate it. Say hi to her. See you guys. See you. Octavia.
Can you call that up, please? Copy. 111.
Try to keep in touch with people that are struggling with their kids.
Just a heads up.
Let them know that there's some support out there for them.
And they're just northwest of Larpenter and 280. Not sure.
You gotta be careful, of course, that we don't refer to any last names when we're out here, just so that we don't discuss any private matters. But she knew we were live, so she was comfortable discussing it.
Yeah, that accident at White Bear and Ivy.
Yeah.
Overnight, that's horrible. Did they catch the driver before?
I don't know. I just saw the Emmerich alert, but I don't know what the final result was. Do you?
No, I hadn't. I did not hear.
I'm gonna stop over this BP. These guys are Mr. Friendly. Maybe they'll let us use their restroom and buy a Twinkie. They're usually open. I don't know how they're open all night, but there's always something roaming through here too.
2318.
Right here. Maryland and White Bear.
Myself and Rally Half 539 or UFB. Have a good night.
Okay, I'm gonna
Spread for midnight EOT.
It's a nice car there, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go up on the curb here to get out of here, I'm afraid. How's it going?
Hi.
Maybe we'll How's it going? Good.
370.
Tight quarters in there and not a lot of people wearing masks.
Chicken first, what we're going tonight, EOT.
370.
Copy. 361, correction, 261.
Got a number of people that probably are willing to loan some tents.
267.
So homeless people.
There's apparently a memorial to.
That's the one.
Yep.
287.
Girl who got killed on the motorcycle.
We'll go back around.
288.
Talk to the family there.
Negative. Any additional permanent EOT?
261. Tahir half will be EOT and Rodriguez half will stay on.
Copy. Any additional?
This White Bear to Hazel block has got to be the longest block
ever.
Unreal.
There was an alley there I missed that I could have grabbed. I'm like, very well time.
Yeah, okay.
Fort Rockland, Amy Cooking Relations. Control.
Okay, 2347. 316. 316. Clear for with east. Copy 2347.
This is our third memorial of a person that died in the last 3 days. Hopefully it's the last one.
Yeah. Happening far too often.
Five available.
2348.
2348.
Some flashers on here. Hopefully we won't get killed. Rear-ended.
Hi.
Very sorry.
Very sorry for your loss.
369.
We've been around to jail, one adult female, for about 3 minutes.
I have you at 2348.
Amy Metzen. Terrible thing.
Here on the right, we've got the Sherwood Lounge.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
Yes, indeed.
Sherwood Lounge. That's one of Pat's favorites.
East Side Institution.
We're on White Bear Avenue. Going
Copy,
north.
2349.
129.
110.
Survey report, 174.
Copy 2349. 316, 320. 316.
320.
Oh, you gotta go here.
1016 Hudson Road, caller advising group of 20 people that were fighting at that intersection. Person near Hudson and Earl. No mention of weapons, caller advising you needed to go and disconnected.
We're gonna go down there in a minute, but this is Corporate Mark Embroidery, 1552 White Bear Avenue. If you need any embroidered shirts or any stuff, Linda Schwartzbauer's here. Corporate Mark is the name. Make sure you stop down there. Now, Earl and Hudson is where I was last night when I was working alone between the St. Paul's Saloon and the Mounds Park Sports Bar. Remember, there was a lot of energy there because people were gathering down there. So we're just gonna head down there, see what's going on. We just got a call on. It sounded like a fight call, huh, Pat?
Looking it up here. Yeah, it's a fight call. Looks like the caller is security there.
Well, if the security's calling, that means it's a real fight.
People fighting at Hudson and Earl.
Yeah.
Sounds like at the intersection.
And this is a problem. We got red lights on, and he doesn't want to go to the right. Not unusual for guns to be pulled out at that intersection. Not unusual at all. So we're gonna go down to 3rd Street.
Clear right.
Thank you.
Far too often these days, fist fights don't end with just fists.
At place Delta Zulu Sierra 434 Compass.
Now we do have Opticom. You'll see those white lights. You probably see them when you're driving. And it's a product made by 3M. And St. Paul was one of the first to have it in the country. Actually, most intersections in Minneapolis do not have it. So it's a white strobe that's emitted from the car. It's caught by the sensor and changes all the lights to green. It's not a perfect science. It takes some time, but very effective in keeping officers safe when they're responding to a call. Probably it's more important to have a green light than it is actually to have your red lights on. Anything you want to add there, Pat?
They're a fantastic technology.
I like the Opticom even better than the red lights because people get confused with your red lights, but the machine, see the red light up there here, it will, the white light now has come on. And now it will change. Well, this guy's going to be confused because he's not going to expect us to go around him. Oh, you have a couple different sirens. We tried to change the tempo, then they know you're maybe doing something different. If you're whelping, if you're just whining the whole time, then it doesn't sound like you're changing, but you might want to change your whine to a whelp.
Sound of sirens is just kind of a part of city background, and people don't really.
Car. Yeah, Toyota here. Coming back to someone.
Is that
your location?
That's in Central. Rice and Penn at the gas station. Center of the universe. It's got a stole in there.
707.
All roads lead to Rice and Penn.
Yeah.
And the white Opticom also, it breaks up the pattern of just the reds.
3921.
And sometimes people pay more attention to the flashing white light.
Right.
3912, 3921 was calling for you, just to clarify.
So we're westbound on 3rd at Johnson Parkway.
I can hear him. I'll give him a call.
Obviously, we had a little bit of a trip from where we were coming.
9857, check your status.
Go for one, Tesla.
Thank you, code 41 custody, 2354.
So hopefully security will appreciate our assistance.
We'll be out in the black.
Copy 2355.
So we're at Earl. Hopefully this car doesn't look right. We got one
Clear
coming.
right.
There we go. Now last night at Earl and 4th, there was a drive-by.
We got no squad. There's 2 occupants.
Right here at Earl and 4th with the Dairy Queen.
Hang on a second.
Or the market there. Some guy drove by. We got pictures of the car from nearby camera.
That's a group
Didn't
right
mean to
there.
do that, but. Is there a squad here?
No, I was saying there's a group right there by that.
Well, let's see. So we are definitely first on the scene here. Let's just see what's going on. You can watch while we do. We're not going to be too intrusive. We're just going to look for security.
And he's right there at the door.
Anybody still fighting or what? All over or not? Well, might have to bring this tool. Right? You got one?
Indeed.
Oh, very good.
There's still one vehicle, huh? Yeah, no picture.
Well, I don't know, we gotta call a fight. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're definitely on Facebook. Well, that's what we heard. We'll find out.
We're not.
Everything has been in rush. Copy, that's on right?
Affirmative. For on right.
Union 4272, looks like the westbound 36.
The majority of them are going 36, with like 2350.
All right, we're going. Hey, do me a favor, will you? Would you mind talking to St. Paul Copper? All right, later. Look, give it. Let them know what's going on.
Squads, be advised. Central just had us pull and take off from them in the area of Rice, Pennsylvania.
Oh, we left.
Heading towards Uni. They are not pursuing. It's a black Toyota Camry occupied 2 times. Southbound Rice approaching Uni. It's going to be Bravo Tango Juliet 775. Bravo Tango Juliet 775. 2001 Toyota
All right,
Camry.
you guys,
black
have a
and
good
color.
night. Yeah, thank you.
Information only at 2359.
Couple friendly people.
Yeah, what? See what happens. About 15 minutes ago, half the squads went home at midnight.
320.
And so that's why we ended up being the first one there.
Here
You know,
you're saying no one's fighting. They do not require our assistance.
Good chance today.
I didn't even know there was a shift that ended at midnight. That must be a new thing.
24, 32, and 31 are EOT. Good night. Copy as well. Thank you. That is 684.
9664.
Show me I was 9857.
a number of those patrons knew that they were. It was on live.
210.
They must have. Maybe the DJ announced it again.
I don't know. It could be.
Copy, I'm midnight.
Good night, ladies.
271 traffic.
271.
Rice and Rolston, 284 Romeo, November Romeo.
Verifying Rice and Rose.
All right, we gotta go look for that stolen now, right?
Have a nice.
Do you think that's our goal?
I think we should.
He was right there in the lot, and they lost him because they didn't have a ability to pursue. It is crowded out here. A lot of cars out there. When it's a lot of people on the street, it is dangerous to pursue.
Which one?
That's an archer.
There, what's her name?
Sometimes the risks outweigh the benefits.
Yep. So, what do you think? What's our best? I mean, like in the old days, you kind of had patterns, but it's different nowadays. But the car's either going east side or west side, or Selby, So this is right where there was Earl and Fourth, the shooting last night. Right there. Up to Minnehaha, and then we'll troll around. We got to get that plate again, though. I don't know if you remember it or wrote it down.
A196 traffic.
It was 775 was.
Let's get that whole description.
Detail code 35 W repair. EMR2 black Cadillac, no plates.
Is there a place on this for alerts, or
They should still be on it, shouldn't they, or not?
Sure.
Right, some Pennsylvania. Otherwise, Joel Miller, if you're listening, please send us the description of that stolen.
906 Beach, DK driver, 2 people. DK, one female driver, black male passenger, blue minivan. Look in the vehicle with them are currently parked in front of the address.
Well, we're right there, so we're going to go check that out. 906
Beach?
906 copy. In 3 minutes.
I think that's just 2 down, right? Or for 1 down. One is Margaret, and the other one is Beach. Here's Beach. We're at 1060 each. So we're going to 906.
People sit in the car. 448 Papa Charlie X-ray.
What do they say the problem is? Suspicious? Or?
4469 investigate.
Says drunk driver.
4469, go ahead.
Well, we know those 2 cars that were at that other call are probably on their way. So we are going to sit.
Copy, it's the old Ringo Foods in 4 minutes.
Kind of watch them.
Dodge Caravan.
Copy, 4 minutes.
Blue in color.
From code 4.
What's the number on that?
940.
940 to 906. We're looking for Dodge Caravan, blue in color.
448 piece. Or, yeah, 448.
We're going to turn our volume down a little bit, just so.
Code 525.
525.
I don't see the car.
Looks like it may be gone.
These kind of calls sometimes get put out long after they come in.
Mm-hmm. It looks like the vehicle is gone.
We will take another shot because I was mostly checking on the south side in front of 906, but sometimes they call and the car is actually on the other side. So what's the address on this one here, house?
Trees right in the way.
Oh yeah, the next one's 884, so it's right here somewhere. 884.
890.
The first part's 448, you said?
Yep. There's a blue Dodge Caravan. 896.
Or she probably called.
Hi, did you call? Did you call the police? Okay. Thank you.
Well, the license plate that's described is definitely not here. But did you get the impression there was a language issue there with her, or did she respond at all?
She did respond. She said she did not call and there was no problem.
Thank you, Heather. Veenstra, our other analysts, Bravo Juliet Tango 775. Black Toyota Camry, that's what we're looking for. That's a stolen that was at Riceham, Pennsylvania when the officer tried to stop it. Bravo Juliet Tango 775. And Joe or Heather, if you're listening, if you can just quickly look up where that was stolen from. Originally, just to kind of give us some context and when it was stolen.
Get the volume back up here.
690. 690, go. Can you give it to myself in 697, have a nice night. 690, 697, good night.
We'd probably find that Camry between the two of us, would you think?
I would think so. We've still got skills.
The best guy at finding stolen cars was an officer named Tim Bradley back in those areas. Remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
He was a classic, working Rice Street. Hardest, one of the hardest workers.
Lori Doris was good. She had a genuine photographic memory.
Yeah. She was good. She was in my class too. Never saw her without a can. Coke. Remember?
Never.
Gary Ribbit was another classic. He was in the same class.
I would like to use the little officers.
Well, let's do that. Let's. You want to go in here?
Sure.
All right. Well, let me. I'm gonna go. There's an off-duty guy there. What's going on?
How are you guys?
510, we're going to be at the port.
You just roll your window down there. Is he working off duty here or what? Good to see you.
Campbell's just here.
Was he? Is he working? I haven't heard him on the air.
Yeah, task force.
Well, where the heck is
There's four in the truck.
I know, but this is the chief's son here, right?
Yeah.
Randy, what's going on? You're on live TV, so good to see you. So if your dad's watching, just be sure you say hi to him. Are you working off duty here or what?
Yeah.
Do you usually use a squad or they don't do that anymore?
Well, you gotta pay $20 to take it, and then
Yeah. How's everything going?
Good, real good. How about yourself?
Yeah, we're having fun.
Excellent.
We got Pat Scott back, on the street. Do you know Pat, Randy? Yeah, you guys know each other? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, we're gonna use the restroom here.
Hey.
That's all right. Maybe get some nourishment.
You know Chris from the state.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been watching on the video.
Well, you're painting the place over there. Looking good. Yeah, we gotta stop in there. What time do they?
You don't own it no more.
Oh, he doesn't.
I went on paint. Remember Chris owning the paint?
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a bad address.
Yeah, he lives right by the sheriff's office up there in that trailer park.
Oh, okay. Oh, he does.
He's been there since 2000.
Which trailer court? The one on Rice?
Right in back of Rice, in back of that old A&W.
Yep. Somebody could buy that old A&W. I think in today's world with COVID, this probably be perfect.
Go, you get that cash.
Eat right in the car.
Indeed.
You got a lot of cash, Pat.
Randy, your dad's doing a great job, by the way. Really, he's doing a great job. People love him and appreciate what he's going through. So
He's busy.
I know.
He's busy. He puts his heart and soul in it.
He does.
He does.
It's just amazing. Well, we're gonna stop and come in.
Be in a minute.
We're stealing a motorcycle. Put it into the back of the slope our minivan. Nothing at east on a winter towards Jackson is 11 minutes.
Arrived.
I'm just gonna park your pad. I'm gonna look at some of the text while you go in, and then I'll be in a minute. So
okay.
I'll be in soon. All right. Thanks.
Advising a bunch of people leave the area, so that's probably the same issue. Copy that.
Do we know where that other phone is?
Your other phone?
Yeah, the one that we take the text on.
That's not it?
No, there's a third one here somewhere. Let's see if I can call it, get it to ring. Maybe you can hang in here for 1 minute.
Yeah.
I found it. Thanks. See you there. All right, we're going to take a break.
210.
Got a question. Do we work with Jerry Bolig? Absolutely, we did. He was usually an SIU or narcotics. His wife Jean and I worked very closely together in juvenile. Wonderful person. And I bought a lot of mini donuts for them. When they retired, they got into the food truck business. So just great people. So the difference between a flashing white light and the solid one means that you have, the Opticom has given you the right of way, and the flashing one means that someone else has the right of way. So just be careful if you see the flashing. Let me just see here. I got a text from. Yeah, Jean Bolig is a grandma again, I guess. Henry's going to sleep. Henry, thanks for staying up. You could stay up a little later, though.
Bravo 715.
Bravo 715.
Could you start medics our way? Unknown condition. About a 25-year-old male.
Got a volunteer to get a tent out there.
Copy, I'm seeing a skier.
Affirmative.
All right, we'll get a hold of you tomorrow and we'll work out that tent. Thank you for the offer.
660.
Another offer to help the lady get into a homeless shelter.
Racer call. Carpenter and 280 Echo Foxtrot Papa 077.
A lot of concern over the homeless. I'm glad to hear that.
Carpenter and 280 copy.
Big fire downtown. We don't know how that started. I mean, that'll be interesting to see what the final result is after they analyze it.
111.
Oh, someone said it's their favorite Friday night activity. Thanks so much.
If you want to split the calls between my call and Steve's call.
Yeah, we started working off-duty at Jimmy's. Jimmy's hiring off-duty officers again up in Vadnais Heights. During COVID, we didn't do a lot of it, but we've allowed the guys to go back and start working off-duty at Jimmy's. Got some people watching from Pequot Lakes.
Captain Vangelia, copy.
That's awesome. We'd love to have people from all over Minnesota. Yeah, I got a suggestion that Chief Todd Axtell and I ride together. We'd love to do that. I'll extend that offer. We'll have to fight over who gets to drive, though. Sheriff Hutchinson did say he was going to come over and he'd let me drive. Yeah, I'm going to check on that. Did someone mention that the crowd that used to be at Billy's has moved down to McGovern's? That's possible. We did have a big, after Billy's closed, we did have a big fight down at McGovern's. So thank you for that reminder. We'll slide down there in a minute. Thefts that we referred to were in the parking lot or in the area around there, not inside. I don't know what's happened inside. Leo's Chow Mein tonight about 2:30 in the morning. Someone made a request. I don't know why that is, but We might be down there at that time. As you know, we had some... There are a few gang members out there that monitor what we do. And it's okay, guys. We don't mind you monitoring us. Everybody's just trying to figure out their future. I don't know how many squads were damaged. There was 2 of them that had some damage. I wouldn't say they were wrecked, just minor damage. When you do a pit maneuver, you get a little dent there as you're pushing them off the road. Sanctioned racing event, yeah, I think that would be a great idea if you could find a way to channel some of these kids into something positive. You know, that's a good idea. There's a question about elected officials doing ride-alongs. Would that be a good idea? I think that would be a good idea. I think what we're going to do in our future program, we're going to start calling you back, some of you, on the phone here, and let you, you know, verbally have a conversation with us while we're driving around. So... All right, I'm going to go in real quick, Pat, if that's okay.
All right.
Got my mask on here.
For organization in front of the building. The castle, talking about some juveniles that are
This mask makes me look skinny.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah. All right. Remember, you're on the air. Watch your 6. You know what I mean? Did you get any nourishment?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Got my Mountain Dew. Well, this may not have been the most exciting night so far, but in the police world, the night is truly young.
She's no longer on scene. Her name was Amanda Abbey. Suspect is, again, no longer on scene.
And I am in total agreement that I think would be an excellent idea for elected officials to ride along and see what's going on out here and see how the officers actually interact with people instead of just hearing it anecdotally.
Avenue upstairs for suspicious unknown person knocking on Comp's door. Comp's concerned due to burglary with a gun at her house earlier this week. No description of person knocking.
Sorry to leave empty air there occasionally, but like to monitor the calls that are going on.
With 118 at 552.
552.
This is the M&H here is a very popular all-night, all-day gas station, convenience store with some pretty decent deli foods. Deli-type foods, I should say.
Thank you, Master. Okay, so I didn't catch the whole convo. He's in progress first. I'll check if it's in progress first. Problem 552.
Problem 552.
Sorry, one more thing.
Keeping half an eye open for that stolen Toyota Corolla here, because they, if they didn't get gas at the holiday, I didn't catch whether they actually had time to get gas when they were at the pumps before they took off. They may be looking for gas. So this is a spot they could end up at. And since we're not in a marked car, they could very easily pull in here.
For male threatening suicide. We are poisoning by vehicle. The next one now requesting kitty.
Copy that, Vino.
Copy, thank you.
middle drive. A male approached the caller's screen door and tried to open it 5 minutes ago. It was described as possibly a white male, average build. He left on a motorcycle southbound on Continental Drive. Complex make a report. Where you got this? Where was it?
The medics called for assistance with a male who threatened suicide via carbon monoxide poisoning in his vehicle.
Copy 163 squad to assist. 163 at St. Anthony Syndicate for medics requesting PD response for female with erratic behavior. Unknown situation, screaming and running in the middle of the street. Black female, 25 to 30, 5'10", thin, pink tank top, blue jeans. 182.
If you listen to the scanner much, you've probably discovered that the medics
120
will often call for police assistance on their calls, especially if it's a situation involving threats of suicide, mental health issues, drug overdoses. The situations can be very unpredictable, and they like having the police there to make sure the scene stays safe for them and the person who's at risk.
Squads be advised, state just terminated a pursuit westbound Marshall from Creedon. Bravo Tango Juliet 775. Bravo Tango Juliet 775. Running the plate still.
So that was that stolen. They just terminated another pursuit on it. That stolen Toyota, they just had another pursuit with it.
Oh, man, you should have dragged me out of there.
Well, it's west on Marshall into Minneapolis.
30.
It'll be back. Where was it? Where did they find it?
Somewhere in Highland Park.
Male was hiding in the bushes at the intersection.
Dang.
Said it was on the same side of the station after 10 minutes though.
So, I didn't get any Twinkies yet because I had to have a real meal. Chips.
Juicer's gotta be
30 copy.
Oh, I see something.
One can take clear, clear.
Squad for St. Anthony and Syndicate. Females on St. Anthony now between Syndicate and Hamlin. Another squad go.
126. Not seeing anybody out here. It does not look like there's an active burglar in progress with the other cars slow.
It's pretty good.
You're not going to pick up the call and have them over.
Julie. 24 minutes.
24.
Well, the state had it. The state terminated at Marshall.
10 squads for that Marshall and Creed in pursuit from state. That's a black Toyota Camry.
All right. So just got a text from our analyst that said it was taken at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock yesterday from Sibley and Warner. And you know, I'm going to get a text from my wife in a minute telling me not to eat while we're on here.
Sometimes you just can't help it. Crime fighting uses up a lot of energy.
All right. What else we got for calls right now? What do we got stacked in the queue?
Driving in the area.
Pending calls. We got a 180 Larpenter for noise disturbance. And that's really it.
We could go up there. What do we got for the ones that they're out on?
code for orthotics.
One second here. They're out at an attempted suicide at 2100 block East Minnehaha, where a guy was in the garage in a running car.
That's not good.
No.
6905.
What's happened on Como there?
You can clear up that safety check and pending. We'll check it out.
At 2012 Como.
Yeah. A lot of cars out there.
Looks like it was a burglary that had already occurred. They thought it was, initially thought it was an active burglary in progress, but turns out it was.
Yeah, we've had a fair number of calls there in that Como, Raleigh area, Fifield area. Well, let's head down to the Larpenter's disturbance call, and then after that,
Bravo 392 EOT.
we'll slide over to the racing.
That sounds like a plan.
If you hit F4, that'll do it too.
F4 brings up the
same thing.
Okay. That will be easier for me.
Go 310. Same start for the medical. 6 and involved. Suspects of a male and female on the ground, not moving. Unknown for injuries, yelling for help. One's laying in the street.
Not finding the Larpenter anymore. I don't know whether it was canceled or.
Yeah, they might have timed that out.
325. With 316. Copy.
If they can't get to it fast enough, sometimes they just time them out if they don't call back.
163-182, you're clear.
Squad 325.
E2 copy.
858.
Find it?
Squad 325.
I can't tell whether.
325.
Where does it say if the squad
Just
is on
advising
scene?
medical staged.
You know, I don't know, but there's, I think. Hey, Joel Miller.
Copy will be on the block.
20 minutes.
When the squad's at the scene, what color does their squad number change to? Yeah, that when they get there, their color changes. As soon as they 10:23.
32. You can change it to assist medics. Good.
I forget which way it changes.
Copy 29 minutes.
320, sending me 310 call.
320, go ahead.
All right, westbound Maryland at Payne.
Send me 310 call, please.
Copy 20 minutes.
There you go. Everywhere.
Definitely a reduction in traffic. Well, we're definitely going to have to stay past 1 tonight, Pat, because, you know, whenever it's a little quieter earlier, then it always pops after.
Yeah, it seems to.
Yeah. We got to run down to McGovern's. I don't know, you were inside. I got a text that people were saying that some of the troublemakers from Billy's have been going down to McGovern's.
Yeah, I kind of got the idea of that last week with that big fight in the street.
Yeah. Check on that.
113 is taking a VOP at Cub. 030.
I don't know if you know this, but the original owners of
Bravo 781 EOG.
McGovern's were Pat Bamer and Jamie McGovern. Two kids that came out of Murray High School, played football together. And I got to know them at Hamlin because they both came to Hamlin to play football there. And Pat Bamer was our quarterback, and Jamie McGovern was one of our wide receivers. And so hence the name Patrick McGoverns. And of course, Jamie, God rest his soul, passed away a few years back, but Pat has continued on with McGovern's, and just a great restaurant. Love hanging there. Busy, got a beautiful patio out there as well. Just a great place to hang out. And that whole West 7th Street area is just a wonderful area. Tom Reed's across the street there in the corner. Burger Mo's, the downtowner owned by Mo. And Cassetta's, of course. Dave Cassetta's pastas, outstanding, and all the remodeling that he put in there. He survived over and above St. Paul's regulations. So I'm trying to think of who I might have left out there, but Mo, Cassetta, McGovern, and Tommy Reed. And I'll tell you this, across the street there, not far down, that parlor, have you ever had the burger there? If you want to have a unique and awesome hamburger, go to the parlor on West 7th Street and have their burger. That is the way they do that. They cook it, and then I can't even describe it. Just trust me, try the parlor burger sometime. Have you been there?
Yes, I have. It is best way I can describe it is they kind of loosely pack 2 or 3 kinds of ground meat, and they do a kind of smash burger style where they put a nice sear on it.
One caller,
and then
DeSoto, 6 herd to the southeast. Nothing else in the herd. Information in 32 minutes.
Well, isn't that just the way it goes? As soon as you drive across the bridge.
Of course.
Shots fired at DeSoto. What's the address?
Get to it right now.
1000 block or
2401 prior at Norwood Inn. Assisting fire on a general fire alarm.
Coming up here for some reason.
Might still be in the queue or being moved. I don't know if anybody took it.
5185 Tango, Northeast.
32 minutes.
It's 5180, you can cancel 85, I'll take that.
Johnny, you better clear.
Well, I could have misheard it, but I think it would be toward the top.
Yeah, not finding it.
Down here in the pending. I don't know if anybody took it.
4489 Tango traffic.
89 Tango, go ahead.
Bring her down. No, just for the arrows.
Minnesota 261 Victor King Lincoln will be northbound 61 and County Road C.
In case it's in the queue down here.
Copy. Northbound 61 and County Road C on traffic. 34 minutes.
I'm going to try that now. Arrow down.
5182 arriving. Copy.
Arrow.
That was the last one.
That was.
There it is. 1028 DeSoto.
Shots fired.
And Bravo 715 MEOT.
Well, we will go over there. It doesn't look like that call's been assigned necessarily. 1028 DeSoto. The east side cars are tied up. Of course, Maryland is 1200, so we run across the freeway. Any more detail on there?
I'm gonna have to take this computer home and play with it one day.
Yeah, you get your own. I'll get you one. Your analyst work there and your intel work.
Triple 273.
There we go. 6 shots fired, heard to the southeast. Nothing else seen or heard. 1028 DeSoto.
4490 Tango.
Go.
Actually, stand by. Initially, was going to send you to 911, hang up at 1880 Wasabi Avenue for mail, giving an address asking for police, but on callback it looks like they say they've been drinking. We're not serious about needing police. I'll clear you for now.
Copy.
So we're at 1040 here, 2 short blocks.
11:40.
Yeah. Should be 11:10 here.
36 minutes.
Next block.
So, they said they headed to the southeast, so we'll see.
36 minutes.
Should be the corner house here on the southeast corner. See if he wants to come out and tell us any more. Nope, too far. Shot it.
Too
Overshot
far.
it.
Yep.
Sorry. Good on your side?
Yeah, good on my side. I think that's it.
2165 Tango and 2365. Copy your notes. 55.
A lot of times people really don't want to come out and tell us. In case somebody sees them. That's a beautiful house there. Whoever lives there, they're taking great care of it.
Yeah, that is a nice house.
Very nice house.
9172. I'll be testing. Century and Joy.
Well, we'll just drive around here for a minute. Then Pat's going to kind of outline a horrific story from our past.
Copy, code 4 traffic in 38 minutes. Do the squad back 9172.
739.
Thank you. 74 copy.
Yeah, we're not too far from the neighborhood right now. At 385 East Lawson in 1994, there was what the federal prosecutor described as the slaughter of the innocents. That was when 5 children of the Coppage family, ages 2 to 11, were murdered in a firebombing of the Coppage home. Some members of the 6-0 Trey gang, led by Robert Buster Jefferson, he ordered the home be firebombed in an attempt to kill Andre Coppage, who they believed to be cooperating with the police on a previous homicide. And like I said, 5 children died. Robert Buster Jefferson was convicted and given a life sentence in federal court. His younger brother, also named Robert Jefferson, they called him Duty, he was also convicted. And so was Willie Hart. Willie Hart and Robert Duddy Jefferson were convicted of having actually done the firebombing upon orders of Robert Buster Jefferson. They also called him Taz. They were described by Judge Michael Davis as the most violent group of people in the state of Minnesota.
315.
And there was one of St. Paul's investigators who was attached to the FBI by the name of Tom Danaski. Pretty much a legendary investigator. He was the lead on solving the crime and getting a number of members of that gang sent to prison for
368.
lengthy amounts of time.
162 368.
Was it in that lot there? I don't think the house is still there.
I don't think so. I do believe they took it completely down.
Yeah, I think that was that lot where that fence is. To be honest with you.
Advised.
Probably the most horrific crime in St. Paul during my entire career.
61320.
Here for a minute.
And now today, Tom Danaski's kid is patrolling the streets in the gang unit. Actually, he was the one trying to get the Porsche stopped yesterday. Mike Danaski. So
he's doing his father proud.
The cycle is complete. Cycle is complete.
126. 126. Include this advised at 118 631.
That's one thing that, you know,
Copy 126 126 112.
we know is there are gangs. People can try to say, well, it's just kids, but the truth is there are organized gangs that are violent, and we have to have a strategy to combat the gangs.
217.
So part of the strategy.
360 Cottage on 901 call. Open line transfer from state. Confirm address. Yelling at someone in the background. Possibly argument over belongings.
360 Cottage.
Copy and roll.
We'll run up there. I think she said 360, wasn't that? Yeah.
Sounds right.
360 Cottage.
Right off
118 Cottage.
right off of Rice Street.
You can be clear.
We are going to find that stolen later tonight, though. So you'll want to stay tuned. Hey, by the way, you know, we can only approve so many friends so fast, and there's a limit on the number. So when we come on, if you don't mind sharing, you know, our broadcast so they get notified. Otherwise, you know, a lot of people don't know. But just let them know it'll be Friday night, 9/11, and then there'll be some special broadcast based upon things that are happening. I almost went live yesterday when we had that chase, but wasn't really an opportunity to mount the phone.
Pretty sure 360 Cottage is an apartment building, and
That's what I thought.
there's no apartment number listed.
But it might be, the apartments might be north-south addresses, and the cottage might be one house or two houses.
It's an open phone line, and they hear someone saying, "Give me my mom's stuff." Yelling was heard in the background, and then it disconnected.
Well, here we are. We'll just check on it. We're going to 360.
West Cottage Block.
Oh, it's West Cottage.
1700 West Uni, Fairview Health
There you go.
I'm sorry, I was busy looking at my
Sorry.
computer and
dispatch.
It's West.
The security officers out with the mail near the dock area. Mail is throwing.
316.
and that's definitely apartments.
316. I'll take a hit round.
Oh, we can still get there.
Heck yeah.
For 10 minutes.
We're only, if 360 to 360, so that's 720 numbers, so it's a mile and a half there.
Maybe it's connect 380 Wheelock, number 61. For a violent delusional female and influence of heroin. Currently third floor stairwell.
That's the Wheelock address there. We should probably run in there.
For 10 minutes.
Is that 380 Wheelock? Or?
Yep. I used to live there.
In that apartment complex?
Sure did.
I remember that. Now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm just going to turn it.
PPV 200 Wabash.
Tommy 200 Wabash, 46 minutes.
I could make it up Lorient all the way, right? To the...
Let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah, I think so.
660. 660.
Yeah, you gotta do that little zigzag there.
Any PEOs on tonight?
So we got a out-of-control woman on heroin.
Negative. Copy.
It's never a fun call.
2711 inside traffic.
Sad part is usually people on heroin are not out of control, so there has to be something more to this. Just the heroin. But they could be in a state of excited delirium.
Squad 271 or 185, south traffic.
On the third floor stairwell.
Copy that, 47.
Apartment 351. I'm trying to remember where.
Squad 365.
Can't remember where in the building that's going to
There's
be.
the St. Paul car.
365.
Doesn't seem in a hurry to get there.
1000 Walsh at Farnsworth for a silent alarm covering glass break on north side.
There's another burglary in progress at
365.
Farnsworth School.
369.
I guess we probably just go to the main entrance because I don't know where apartment 351 is.
Somebody's got their siren on.
Probably the medics.
Code forward 47 minutes.
Are they coming to this call too?
Yeah. If you take a right here, it takes you to the main doors.
Okay, 112.
Well, the main doors. Somebody should be flagging us down, huh?
You'd think.
I think we got our.
There's the medics. Pretty sure they've got a fire key for the door.
All right. Well.
$112.
You think that's the squad?
112, go.
I would think so.
Which side of the building are they on?
I'll tell you what I want to do here is we're not going to be able to take you inside anyhow, and the medics are already here.
Now they're saying the mail is on the third floor roof. Security is on the second floor roof.
I'm going to check with them first before we go.
Copy.
126. 126. It's going to be GOA. You can send me one false call. 49 after.
Well, I got a two-man car plus the fire department. Oh, there's a backup. We are going to run over to the Farnsworth Elementary with the glass breaking. That could be an actual burglary. Over there.
288 DOT. 288, have a good night. I'm pretty man.
I'm good at that. Hitting those
50 minutes.
What's it say? South side glass breakage?
I'll have to bring it up here.
That's right on Arcade.
North side glass break.
North side.
Call back on the top from
1000 Walsh.
Copy.
That's not actually the right address. Is it say Farnsworth Elementary?
It's Farnsworth Aerospace.
Oh, Aerospace. Okay.
4496.
Between Jenks and Lawson.
That's different than Farnsworth Elementary. Aerospace.
PPV at 1728 Edward Street.
Copy at 1728 Edward Street at 51 minutes.
Some red lights here.
Red. Thanks, okay. 51 minutes. Clear system.
A1 copy, and just advising on a 911 hang up across the street at the Motel 6. Came in within 0 meters, but it's from a deactivated phone.
How's it look?
Clear right.
Thank you.
On scene. 15 minutes.
Alright, we're at 1200. We got to get to 1,000, so we got 200 numbers. A little less than a half mile.
East of the building off of Pierce 52.
How's it look?
Clear. Whoa. Clear.
We got the right of way here,
Yeah.
luckily.
Didn't think he was going to stop for a minute. Clear.
So
316, can you add 958 Whiskey November Zulu to the call, please?
Alright, we're going to turn the volume down a little bit. Oh, there's a guy. We better check this guy out.
Yeah.
How's it going, sir? How are you? You been walking around the neighborhood, or you hear anything around here? Please stay back because of COVID. Do you live around here or what? Magnolia and Jesse? Where are you coming from right now? Are you out walking? Tired? Did you hear any glass breaking around here? No? Nothing at all? All right, we're going to leave you alone, but what's your name, sir? Frank, what's your last name? Frank Ford. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I don't know, but I don't think Frank could be too good at climbing in windows. But let's see. Get a squad over there.
5181, clear, I called it. 51. 9172 traffic.
Probably have to walk that elevated part there, huh? On the other side there where it was kind of higher.
Yeah.
The squad couldn't get up there.
Entrance ramp to eastbound 694 from White Bear. White Ford F-150, no plates.
Copy from the entrance ramp, eastbound 694 from White Bear. White Ford F-150, no plates, through the squad start until code 4.
Well, we're going to go back to the north side because the alarm companies are not always right about where it is, but the odds are they're righter than wrong.
9134, you can clear my traffic and show me your outside.
Excuse me.
Getting the COVID there, Pat? Or what?
That's allergy cough.
9124, copy with a squad back at 3639 Prairie Road.
You want to just run up there and check that windows while
Sure.
let me just see if we can get up there even.
Cruise 9173.
Oh, there's some steps.
That's
Is there?
just 5 minutes.
Oh, he's already out. St. Paul Copper's already out of the car walking. What was Mr. We'll go back on the south side as long as he's walking the north.
Hey, 197, right?
An update for squad on the suicide in progress. Male is currently in the garage. Caller's outside in front of the garage. There's been a history of attempts in the past.
Where's that one at?
Bravo 552.
Bravo 552.
Can you make me a CS for
So typically on a call like this, the officers, at least 2 officers, will walk the perimeter of the building looking for any glass breakage. They're already on foot walking around here. If they find a point of entry, then they'll call.
The suspect vehicle is located off Maryland and McKnight. It's a black lifted pickup truck. If I can get another squad to go down there. It sounds like the suspect fled. I'm talking to the owner of the car right now, or the vehicle.
Peek in here real quick.
Okay, this squad can head to Maryland McKnight. Suspect vehicle is black lifted pickup. Suspect fled.
You can clear this one unfounded, and we'll head there.
Okay, thank you. 50 minutes. Have to work out 15 minutes.
Each one.
Each one.
Give me advice. Expanding.
I copy. 184 West 7th Street is on Boney's car advising of an intoxicated male that's unable to talk, concerned due to being so intoxicated to be a white male wearing a maroon shirt and black shorts.
Howdy. All right, well, we're coming up on 4 hours, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna log off, post this one, and then we are gonna log back on because there's a fair amount of energy out there on the street still.
Yeah, there is.
And hope you'll stay with us. If not, feel free just to watch it at your leisure at a later date. Appreciate you being with us. We don't really see the comments until tomorrow morning, so I hope everything's good. But we'll be logging right back. If you want to fall asleep to our miserable voices, we'll be right back in a minute, and please share it with your friends. And thank you.